All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's good with everybody? What is good with everybody? What is good with everybody? Kurt Hurd in the building. What's up, man? Came by to say what's up early. Gilbert Jimenez in the building. What's going on, man? Ray Patterson, what's happening? Ricky Williams, man. What's up, man? Thank you, man. Appreciate that you like the videos. What's going on, Denali Smith? How you feeling, man? What up? And what up? Oh, that's Denali. Let me wait for all the cats. What's going on, Rich L? C M D? What's going on, Richie? Is that Richie LCMD? Richie LCMD, what up, man? Hope you had a good day, man. I had the most fantastic. I had a fucked up weekend and a fantastic weekend at the same time. My dad is sick, so that's the fucked up part. Man, my guy So Deep came through, came to a birthday party, so I got to hang out with him at a birthday party. Man, if y'all do not follow the Parlor of East Wheaton, bro, man, they got some good ass music. Great DJs. What's going on, man? What is this? Donda Moneyline. What's up, Fanon? How you doing? Salute, chat. Hey, I can't complain. I'm good, man. I'm good. I was even listening to the live streams last night, man. I listened to I saw my guy David. Be More Bully. I saw Be More Bully on the chat. Man, God. What's up, Boxing Hacker? I know y'all be listening. Salute to a real one. I watch every morning for Fanon. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, Cameron. Thank you, man. Yeah, I try to be, bro. I try to be a real one. So let's start off first and foremost with the fight that took place this weekend. Please put a one in the chat if you saw the fight that took place this weekend between Fabio Wardley, excuse me, I always call him Fabio Wardley, but it's Fabio Wardley, not Blee, Wardley, who beat Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker got put through the gauntlet, bro. Through the gauntlet. And as soon as he got hurt, they stopped the fight on his ass. Soon as he got hurt, stopped it. Stop this fight. Woo! Because they want to keep that. They want to keep those belts in those fights in the UK. And that man is from New Zealand. Sorry about that for you, Joseph Parker. You were treated wrongly. Yes, you were. But we know it. They did the dirt to all these heavyweights. They got the UK heavyweights who they want to have on top, and everybody else got to go. Man, you're going to have to fight like 50 UK heavyweights in order to keep a belt. Because they're going to get all the rankings. They get all the rankings. The claims of an AI bubble. Of course there's a bubble. You kidding me? Yes. Salute to the, oh, yes, sir. Okay, so anyway. So, yeah, man, I really felt bad for Joseph Parker. Happy for Fabio Wardley, though. Happy for Fabio Wardley. Good for him, man. I did not, let me repeat. I did not see the fight live. I had to wait until the replay came out because I will be damned if I pay $59.99 for a UK heavyweight fight. They are really, really screwing America, man. The bias against America with DAZN is so evident, man. I have no idea why why people want to do business with these guys. They are extraordinarily anti-American. Why do we have to pay $59.99 while people in the UK pay £25? Last time I checked, £25. What is $25.99 pounds? Right? What is that, like $30 or something? $35? So you're paying like 35. We're paying 20 more US dollars than you are. 20 more US dollars than you are for the same thing. As if it costs more money to move the fight out to in order for us to watch it in the United States, man. So, like, dude, that's why I have no idea why you guys respect. I mean, DAZN, I'm not renewing DAZN. DAZN is gone for me, bro, next year. I can't do it, bro. An AI bubble, aka another tech bubble. There isn't any new hot AI companies. It's the same old tech companies. No, because it's the same. It's just a technology. But look, bro, it's going to get rid of a lot of jobs. I have no idea why anybody's happy about AI. First of all, AI is going to stifle free speech, and for not just free speech, it's going to stifle free thought. Like it's going to stifle because it gives you answers to your questions. Which means if you want to debate, how are you going to debate AI? Everybody's going to go to AI and get their answer. And you're going to be, it's going to be a bunch of walking, talking robots all over the place. But anyway, man, like I said, I'll go for information. I ain't trusting that shit though. It's all going to result in people losing their jobs though. All of it. You see that they try to do it. See what they're doing with boxing, YouTube boxing. AI. Those YouTube channels are AI. They're fucking using AI scripts. They powering themselves up with AI. These dumbasses, man, these guys whack as shit. They are remixing old hip hop songs with AI and turning them into R&B, rock and roll, etc. It's crazy good at that. Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's not a good thing. If people with no talent get to steal that everything that people with talent ever did, throw it into an engine and spit that shit out and they own it all. I think I'm gonna listen to and start going to some live performances where I can actually see the people sing and listening to. But that's another thing. They'll never be able to do away with the live performances. Yeah, but I've seen that. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Technology can do a lot of good things, a lot of interesting things. For sure, Hunter Young. For sure. And AI, but what the fuck happened? No. Anyway, so yeah, man. I was listening to the live stream yesterday. I think it was the Cam J Network. I could be wrong, but I think it was Cam J Network. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. Pretty sure it was Cam J Network. Pretty sure it was Cam J Network that I saw. That did that live stream, man, where Brian Norman Sr. was on there. Making me think about this, man, every time I listen to one of these guys talk about this Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. fight, the more I switch up. Like, who's going to win this fight, man? It's really interesting. There's so many good arguments on both sides of the argument for and let me put a link in the chat in case y'all want to chop it up with me, man. Anybody want to chop it about anything, I'm down today. Andre Smith said the UK sucks. I wouldn't say the UK sucks, man. I would say the UK sucks hard. Nah, for real, it's just Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn doing that shit, bro. Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren. Eddie Hearn used to run the UK. Now he doesn't. Now Frank Warren is the guy in the UK. Now it's just Frank Warren. Because Eddie Hearn got gutted because he went too thin. Man, those guys, but anyway, man, they just sell. I can't believe they wanted me to pay $59 to see Fabio Warbley and Joseph Parker. You guys are out of your mind, bro. Schofield recant again. Yeah, Schofield, Floyd Schofield better. Man, that shit look like mosquito bites, bro. He said this is proof that he hurt his wrist because he had 3 mosquito bites on his wrist. I didn't get that. Well, how is that? How are 3 dots? Not saying that it's not the case. I would just like to understand how you're injured because you have 3 dots on your. If there's damage to ligaments, why would there be 3 red dots on there? That doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, he's just got bad luck, man. If he's got sick one time. I mean, seriously, man, it looked like, I'll show you the picture. I BS you not. I bullish shit you not. Where that shit go? Yeah, look. Don't those look like mosquito bites? Stops in it. To me after the interest. That looks like mosquito bites, man. What they're doing that to Amazon with the robots? Yeah. I mean, look, bro, that's what you guys signed up for. That's capitalism. Capitalism is going to always be about making a profit. So the way that you make profit always is the same way. You are going to pay less money than you receive. So you can make yourself more profitable in two ways. You can get more revenue and or you can reduce your costs. Said his wrists all fucked up. They look like mosquito bites. I don't get it. Why would there be three big pimples on there? Just let me know. Somebody let me know why it would look like that. I don't know why it would look like that. That looks like an allergy or some shit. That looks like he was outside sitting on his back porch and got bit. What up, Nuke the Duke? How you feeling, brother? What's up? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? The guy has money in the bank. Tell me what you think. Who is that? Cameron Terrell? Who has money in the bank? And tell you what you think about what? Please enlighten me, brother. Please enlighten me. Yeah, it made it look bad, but I don't know what it is, man. That doesn't look like the 3 dots on it. I don't know how that makes it look like ligament sprains. How that's a sprained ligament or damage to the ligament. That's weird. I don't know how it manifests like that. His daddy said Shakur did it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Hey man, look, bro. I know Floyd Schofield may listen to this, dog. So I don't want to get too clowny. But man, bro, some people really do have a very like Chris Eubanks Sr. Dog, Chris Eubanks Sr. is so soft sounding. Just soft. You know what I'm saying? just it doesn't even seem real. He's so soft. Schofield don't need to fight. Yeah, something. Who knows, man? I don't know. He ain't trying to lose. I know that much. I know he ain't trying to lose, get in there and not be ready because he wasn't trying to fight Shakur. I knew that fight wasn't going to happen. You remember when Shakur was going to fight Floyd Schofield? Knew that wasn't going to happen. Knew it. Brian Norman Sr., though. I am rooting for Brian Norman Jr. This is a serious situation. I mean, this is the type of situation where it can go either way, and your boy Martin is finna win. Okay? Either way, hell no. I take that back. I lose if Devin Haney wins. There's almost nothing good that comes out of Devin Haney winning that damn fight because then I got to hear all you girls yapping. Or JoJo Diaz. Yeah, he didn't want to fight Shakur. He didn't want to fight JoJo Diaz. JoJo Diaz is a tough fighter. But he was going to knock out JoJo Diaz. Unfortunate because he's not backing up that he's not being able to get right back off that win over Tevin Farmer, that knockout over Tevin Farmer. Unfortunately, man, he has not been able to just, catapult himself off that. I think that would be the best thing for Floyd Schofield. All right, so look, man, I'm going to put a question in here. Who are your top 5 American prospects? Can you guys put in a list, in order 1 to 5, of your top? I'm going to get my sword doing that. Top 5 American prospects. Who are your top 5 American prospects? I'm going to put mine in. I think, no particular order, Moten. Moses. Moten Moses. Mason. I still want to say Norman, but Norman's the champion. I would say Norman, but Norman's the champion. Cruz. Nah, Cruz is fighting for a champion. He's a contender. Hey, what's up, Steelos? 4321 said, Fanon. Yeah, that's next to the C. What's good? Been a long time, man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Mason. Yeah, Mason's a contender. Yeah, Mason's a contender. Let me get Mason out of there. He's a contender now. Who else? Xander Zayas is a champion. What up, Rick? Huh. Bam Bam's a champion, man. Bam's a champion. Bam's a champion. Bam's not a prospect. I'm talking about pure prospect. Molten Moses. Damn, am I slipping on my prospects? All my good prospects just turned into contenders, man. Like Keyshawn was a prospect. He's a former champion now. Phoenix said JoJo Diaz coming off a 4-year, 6-loss, 1-win streak. He ain't tough no more. Yeah, I mean, by tough means he's going to get hit in the face a lot and not get knocked out. You think the Parker fight got stopped too early? Absolutely. Yes, it did. It was stopped far too early, in fact. Schofield, yeah, Schofield. I ain't going with Torres. Torres' ass would have been already fought somebody. Torres would have already fought somebody. Hackett, yeah. For sure, Hackett. Oh, and Scooter Davis. All right. That's my 5. Molten Moses, Schofield, Hackett, Scooter Davis. Zachariah says Moses, Scooter, Milton. I don't know Milton. I got to keep an eye out for Milton. Shakur's little cousin. That's who I was talking about. Moses, Zaquan Moses. Even though Zaquan Moses faked me out and was playing around with me for some fucking stupid reason. Norman is stopping Sister Haney. Hey, watch out for my Houston guy, heavyweight Joshua Edwards, who is 4-0, 4 KOs, 25-year-old, and fought in the Paris Olympics. Okay, that's what's up. Truck Simpson. I would say Truck is more of a contender. I think Truck is more of a contender. More of a contender. Oh, Emilio Vargas. Emilio Vargas. Yeah, let's not. Yeah, Emilio Vargas. I think that's Emilio. That's the guy. Emilio Vargas. Yeah, that's dope. Okay, Emilio Vargas. True. True. Man, come on, man. True. Emiliano. Yes, sir, Bumpy Thompson. Hey, good morning, Fanon and chat. Salute to you, my guy. And what up, Ralph Chestnut? How you feeling this fine, fair morning? Gotta say what's up to you, man. I appreciate y'all chopping it up with your boy. Curtis Robinson 7060 said, Fanon, been watching your channel for years. I hope you've enjoyed it for years. You know what I'm saying? I hope you ain't one of those people that will look at it for years and be hating the whole time. Seriously, though, man, I appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate that, dog. Man, I had to put a video out on your boy Adrein, though, dog. The Grady twins, man, I ain't even seen them fight. Zacharias, I haven't seen the Grady twins fight. Last time I saw the Grady twins. Now I know they're training and they're big, they're kids now. Nick Ball and TV said Najee Lopez is pretty nice. Okay, dope. I'll check it out. Najee Lopez. I don't think it was early. Parker was eating too many clean punches. Just put his hands down and backed up to the ropes. Better too early than too late. I gotta disagree with that, bro. I gotta disagree with that, man. I gotta say he was missing and shit. Let that man go down, bro. Hell no, man. Let him take 4-5 clean shots in a row. That man was fighting for the undisputed championship, man. I saw the combo, bro. I saw the combo. I thought he was making good contact, but nah, man. But the only thing I will say, something I will say in defense of the referee, is that that's what they do in the UK. The UK does that. They definitely believe in better too early than too late. I think Parker was still in the fight. He'd taken a knee. He'd have taken a knee if he was hurt, if he was badly hurt. Yeah, that's what he should have done. With all of that, should have dipped, took a knee, got back up, got dusted off, and finished the round. But we'll see. It is what it is, man. No need to cry over spilt milk. You know what I mean? No spilt milk crying over the top. No over the top spilt milk crying anyway. That man said, true, true, true. The laughing monster shit. Nah, man, look, ain't nothing wrong with that little dude, man. He's just paid to insult me, man. I ain't even got no problem with guy, man. He don't mean any of the shit he says, bro. He's just paid to do that. You know what I mean? He's just paid to do it. So he keeps doing it. Being a shill. That's a tough job to have, man. Be somebody's boy. You know what I mean? To be somebody's boy. But I do think they stopped that fight a little bit earlier. And I'm a Fabio Ward but I am a Fabio Wardley fan. I thought the man definitely had a chance to win that fight. I was like, yeah, I'll take Parker because of the experience or whatever. But, oh, hell yeah, you or Fortnite, you. Come on, Fortnite. Hell no. That's crazy. That's an easy one. Yeah, I don't get that shit. Pritchard Colon never got knocked down, walked to his locker room before collapsing and ending up a vegetable. Undefused fight don't matter. Bro, that can happen to anybody, though. That can happen in any case, man. That could have happened. Then they should have stopped Fabio Wardley for what happened in round 10. Dog, Fabio Wardley got hit with big shots where his ass could have went into that locker room and had that shit, man. Come on, man. Don't do that guilt-conscious shit. Anybody can get killed with one punch. No. Joseph Parker could still defend himself. And Fabio Wardley don't hit that goddamn hard, bro. He got fast hands, though. That's why I like him. And he puts his punches together. That's why I like him. But nah, Joseph Parker could have continued, man. Nah. You know what I mean? Fanon, I seen that video about AB involved in that gambling stuff. It was really interesting, man. Bro, I'm telling you, dog, without a doubt. Hey, thank you, Ralph Chestnut. Yeah, bro, I hated doing that with Adrein, but being a public figure, I had to do it. Because look, bro, dog, that shit is all connected, man. And I'm so glad these guys are getting caught cheating. Those are not the only people getting cheated, and it's not the same only ring, and it's not the only stuff that they're doing. It's what they're announcing. So I'm very relieved to see the cheaters get caught. I can't stand cheaters, bro, because I don't cheat. You Negroes out of here cheating all the time, man. Stop cheating. You know what I mean? If you're going to take an L, man. Stop being a cheater, bro. That's what's wrong with the world, man. A bunch of fucking cheaters, man. You guys don't want to win straight up. You know what I mean? You want to build somebody up by buying them like music artists don't want to be real. They want to get somebody they got to do the payola. They do payola to get their record spun. You know what I mean? Instead of like having people just naturally be able to put good work out, you always got to have that politics crap in play. You know what I mean? Always got to have politics and stuff in play. You know what I mean? So them dudes out there with x-ray tables, they got x-ray tables, cards. They got x-ray tables. What they got? X-ray tables. They had cards, like fluorescent cards, man. And they were saying that like everybody knew they were cheating, bro. Like everybody knew they were cheating because there would be these really big hands, right? Where they would be like, they would go all in on hands where they needed one specific card to win. And they got that specific card every time. And they baited them in with celebrities. So like they're gambling against celebrities. They want to be part of the celebrity game. And then they got guys that don't even know the rules, like to Texas Hold'em, barely know the rules to Texas Hold'em, beating these guys for millions of dollars, bro. So yeah, man, that seems just like YouTube. I mean, for real, it seems just like YouTube. Yeah, that's what they were doing, man. It's crazy. Seems just like these YouTube niggas to me. They just prop up these YouTube channels, acting like they get all these views and all these people know them. Meanwhile, these niggas is running scams. You know, it's a scam. It's big ass scam, daddy. Magnetic dice. No, they weren't shooting dice. This shit was, look, watch this. Remember what I told you? That people were gambling, that they bring in these high rollers, and these high rollers have these really big money games of poker and stuff, and these guys are out there cheating these people out of money. That's what I told you. They were out here cheating these people out of money. I didn't know how they were doing it, but I know they're playing around, and they got all kind of contra. And they got all kind of shit on that, man. Now they can't do Payload unboxing because people are starting to get upset with the shit fights, man. Like, look, bro, look how much money the Zone charges us, America, to see a Fabio Wardley, Joseph Parker fight. They charge us $60 damn to see it in the United States. If you're not telling me that is not blatant disrespect for our dollar, man, I am not renewing, and I'm saying it out loud so I don't do it. Man, I am not renewing DAZN, bro. If DAZN has a pay-per-view, bro, I'm going to go buy the fucking pay-per-view. If it's a good pay-per-view. But man, I'm telling you right now, bro, I got you. I remember that. Like, yeah, I told y'all about that stuff, man. Because they're cheating in boxing so bad, bro. Man, these guys are cheating and framing up boxing so bad. It's so obvious, man. It's so obvious. And if you talk about them cheating, they want to threaten to sue you for shit they can't sue you for. Once them niggas tried to fake sue me for that crap over saying Terrence Crawford looked like a juice monster, I was like, man, you guys are orchestrated. You guys are orchestrated cheaters. You're manipulators, you're cheaters. You know god dang well, bro, there ain't no fucking way in the world that nigga is clean, bro. I'm sorry, and I'm not, when I said that, I'm not talking about Terrence Crawford. In case y'all want to get cute. But bro, there are some people in boxing that are obviously dirty as hell, bro. We look at them every day in their face. They stand right in the middle of the room. Clearly dirty as shit. Everybody knows they're dirty as shit, but nobody say anything. But let somebody say they're dirty and the whole room attacks the person that says they're dirty. Come on, man. You got Victor Conte running performance-enhancing drugs for the sport of boxing, bro. Troy Hutch said Terry Rozier looks like a fool throwing his game, and the NBA owners know what's going on. They're part of the rigging, man. The NBA owners been rigging shit for themselves forever. They've been rigging shit for themselves forever, bro. The drafts, come on, man. The drafts, the foul calls, man. What's my man's name, man? The center from man, what's my guy's name, bro? Tall, I mean, obviously he's a center from went to North Carolina, played for Detroit. Rashid, man, what's his name, man? The man that always got all the fouls, that always got all the texts. He said, yep, you're right, Fanon. Crazy business. I mean, and it's like everybody thinks they're so slick because they're in on it. You know, yeah, Rasheed Wallace. That's what I'm like. Yeah, Rasheed Wallace, man. Yeah, like everybody thinks they're so slick because they're in on it. Yeah. All y'all, who would have thought gamblers or cheaters? Yeah, Rasheed Wallace, man. Rasheed Wallace was walking around telling the refs, man, you too obvious, man. You're being too obvious with it, refs. You're being too obvious. I would say the same shit to football, to basketball games in high school that those refs were clearly putting their thumbs on. Like, man, come on, man. No calls for certain people, all the calls in the world for other people. What up, Love Down Gaither? How you feeling, man? Yeah, Rasheed Wallace, man. Rasheed Wallace, bro. Rasheed Wallace. He said, you and the team, what is this? You and the team, you're definitely being watched. Nah, bro, we do the watching. Nah, bro, we do the watching, bro. These niggas are bums. Okay, let me tell you. Let me repeat this. Hey, Cameron Terrell, so you understand what my constant theme is. I am not being watched. Or let me put it this way, bro. I've always been watched. Always been watched. That's nothing new with me. My entire life I've been watched. I was the only black kid in an entirely white city, which means what? I was watched all the time. As I walked down the street, people looked out their windows and watched me. Seriously, man, I've been watched my entire life. So that doesn't make any difference that I'm being watched. I've always been watched. However, we have the capability to watch them. So they are now being watched. They are now introduced into the world of having everything you do be watched. Said, oh, don't get caught for jaywalk. They say you're a murderer, bro. I ain't got to worry about none of that shit, bro. Trust you me, bro. I've already went through that stage in life of niggas trying to frame me for dumb shit that I didn't do. Jog, that shit is over. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate your concern for me, bro, but not the kid, bro. I'm past that, dog. Somebody tried to pull me over for jaywalking, and guess what, bro? They couldn't do it. Somebody, seriously, the sheriff tried it, and the sheriff couldn't do it. Sheriff had to be like, I'm out. And I was like, hey, come back again. He was like, yep, if I need you, I'll see you. Me and the sheriff are cool as hell. No joke. You know what I mean? I made sure I got past that stage of life. Now these other niggas that think that they can continue to jaywalk all the time and nobody, now don't get me wrong. If I constantly jaywalk and I constantly break the law, somebody will pull me over for sure. Not just on some frivolous shit though. You know what I mean? Some of y'all though, like I told you, you niggas are going to go to jail. That's what I told you. That's what I mean. Adrein Bronner ain't going to go to jail. I hope you see that the point of my video is Adrein Bronner ain't going to jail. You see Adrein Bronner's name ain't came out. Even though he was connected to that big U thing to start off with. You know what I mean? I watched Wardley Parker live. Wardley damn near didn't make it out of round 1. Parker was gassed by round 3, though. Oh, is that what it is? Parker was gassed. Look, man. The UK is going to have the heavyweights for the next 10 years. They bought them. And they are in collusion. There will be no heavyweights from the United States as long as the UK is there. You know why? Because they are fixing that shit. That is my personal belief. There's no way that Joseph Parker should have had to fight Fabio Wardley. It's like Fabio Wardley got held on the domestic level, and then when the moment is right, boom, he gets one shot, and then boom, he's to the world championship. No other fighters, no other nationality gets to have a championship belt and have an entire career at the domestic level, then go pro. You know what I mean? Crawford got suspended for that shit. For what shit? Oh, Troy, there was the information, Joey Crawford, who ejected Duncan with 2 texts for laughing on the bench. Oh, yeah, they were tripping, bro. They were fixing fights like they were fixing for days, bro. Carver got suspended for that shit. Man, let me tell you, when that stuff came out about the refs fixing, this is not the first one. Fanon, you're definitely right on Adrein. Hell yeah. Tell it, tell it, tell it, tell it, told. You better tell them. Go ahead and tell them. Go ahead, tell them. You know what I mean? Go ahead and tell them. Go ahead and tell them. I ain't even mad. I'm not getting mad at nobody snitching. I told you who's going to snitch. I'm telling you who's going to snitch. Victor Conti's going to snitch. Man, one day when they cash in Victor Conti. Oh, I'm sorry. Victor Conti got cancer. So Victor is going to be up out of there. Unfortunately for him, I didn't want to celebrate anybody's sicknesses. Worley won't be fighting Usyk. They're going to make him fight Fury. Then Fury looks good, beats him. He'll get the Usyk trilogy. Man, that would be unfortunately for Wardley. If they do that shit, it's the same thing. But it's the same thing, though. Same thing. Even if he makes him fight Fury. But I don't even know if Fury's coming back, man. Anyway, the heavyweights suck, bro. It ain't mean they don't suck. I guess if you're from Great Britain, the heavyweight scene is great. If you're from Great Britain, I just don't think those guys are very good, bro. I think it's like medium-ass level, domestic level fucking weight class. Personally. I want to see Thurman versus Crawford. That's the best fight, and I think Thurman can beat Crawford. I got to tell you something, man. You're not afraid to go out on it, to go it alone, huh? Respect to you for being the type of person that can go it alone. You know what I mean? Because you definitely go it alone. I never won on Bet365. Every time I'm close to the bookies and mobsters pull strings and my parlays just mixed. Rig. Yes, sir. By the way, much love to anybody in the super chat. Much love to anybody in the Cash App that decides to support the channel today. It would be greatly appreciated, not required, but please, at least hit the like button if you wouldn't mind. At least hit the like button. You know, Fanon, man, I totally agree. The way they did Deontay Wilder was a bunch of crap. He wasn't done right with no way, form, or fashion. Just my thoughts. Yeah, he had to go with Joseph Parker from the beginning. He had to beat a former world champion even to get back up. You know what I mean? To get a shot at it. And then he had to fight Zhang. They did Deontay Wilder dirty as hell, man. Dirty as hell. Man, this boxing shit sucks when Europe is in control of it. Europe and Asia running boxing, this shit sucks, bro. Sucks, bro. Sucks. And I maintain it, man. It sucks. I am so pissed that these niggas try. I wanted to see the fight. $60 fucking dollars. $60 on top of a $300 a year or $400 a year membership in order to see that garbage. Yeah, man, go ahead, Turkey. Go ahead and Turkey. Take over boxing. Go ahead, because these UK guys are robbing us, man. That's highway robbery. They did not rob me. I did not buy that pay-per-view. Just like I did not buy that other thing where they charged us at the last minute $15. Just to all out the blue, man. Why don't you guys have any respect for the American dollar, man? Got this stupid website, and they got all these American YouTube channels, American Twitter pages that were supporting that crap. Oh, yeah, this is the best. Yeah, this is the best. Yes. That's the problem when you can buy and sell fucking influence, bro. You guys know this is garbage, bro. And ain't nobody complaining. Nobody gonna apologize for it having been garbage. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna be like, yeah, I was wrong about this. Shaman Rose, OG. Thurman Power is back. To me, Thurman is the only one that can pull it off. Crawford is great. I would like to see if you can. I would think a more realistic fight with Keith Thurman is a Jaron Ennis fight. Except for Keith Thurman is probably not going to want it because Keith Thurman is going to want the money. Man, Keith Thurman, God dog, he is what you call snake bit. But I don't think you're going to have to worry about that because Keith Thurman is going to be fighting Sebastian Fundora. Oh, I didn't see that. Fury was sitting ringside. Ray Charles can see the play. Yeah, oh God. Tyson Fury, $100 million man. I mean, man, according to this nigga, he should be a billionaire with all the money these guys lied about this dude making, man. You know what I mean? Anybody got any questions? I'm going to put a chat link in the chat. Oh, nobody has clicked the link today. Man, I'm the only channel that gets no debating, and I do not mind it at all because I have whooped you Negroes from talking to me. Gotta love it, dog. Gotta love it. Yeah, I mean, that could be the play. That could be the play. I want to know why. See, there's another reason why I'm telling you this shit with Adrian Bronner and him acting crazy is not real. King of Hating in the building. What up, King of Hating?
Yo, what's good, man?
Man, I'm chilling, brother. Just sitting here talking this boxing.
Yeah, man. That Wardley and Parker fight. Like me personally, I was thinking maybe they was mad at Parker for ruining things with Bacole and Zilly Zhang. So why he beat Zhang and Bacole just when they was getting their hype trains to leave the station, and the ref was like, nah, we're not gonna stop it early. We're gonna go ahead and let them keep on taking these punches. Because like near the end of round 10, I for sure thought they was gonna stop it there. Because like you remember what happened with Devin in that sparring with Tank, them 30-something unanswered punches he ate.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like that when Wardley was hitting him. And like the other dude was saying, like Parker looked like he was gassed from round 3. Like at that time, like Parker looked like he was slowing down. Like both of them was tired, but it seemed like Wardley just had that little bit more juice in the tank. So he was able to keep on getting shots off and like throw combos at him for like 20, 30 seconds straight, you know? And when it's that long and the dude not responding to the punches, and then like you just see him put his hands down completely and go back on the ropes. Like for me, that don't signal that he ready to continue or defend himself, especially when he's not throwing punches back neither. So like under them circumstances, like I could see why the ref stopped it. And that's why I don't think it was early. Because it's like, if you still got your hands up and you're trying to like roll and slip out the way of punches, that's one thing. But if you just completely put your hands down, that's something else. So that's the way I was looking at it with that one.
Yeah, hey man. All I know is I know Joseph Parker going into that fight. I knew Joseph Parker ain't getting no Usyk fight.
Nope.
Joseph Parker's man. Joseph Parker played the spoiler for all these guys. He's the spoiler. He spoiled Deontay. He spoiled because Zhang was dangerous. He got put in there with Zhang. He got put in there. Joseph Parker got put in with every single difficult guy. That's not American. He got put in there with Zhang. He got in there with Deontay Wilder. He got in there with Martin Bacole. He got in there pretty much with every non-British threat. They did it. He was a spoiler for them.
He ruined their hype trains. Like that's the thing, because they were hyping Zhang up.
No, listen. I'm saying the exact opposite. I'm saying Martin Bacole is not British. Martin Bacole's African. So he's not on their he's not their hype train. He's just some big ass dangerous African. Then you got Zhang. Zhang's not British. Zhang is from fucking China. He's just dangerous China. So when I'm saying he's not on their hype trains, unless you mean something different by hype train, I'm saying that he is the one that beat all the guys that could beat the British guys. So like Tyson Fury doesn't have to fight Zhang. He doesn't have to fight Bacole. He doesn't have to fight because Joshua, he doesn't have to fight Wilder because Joseph Parker was put there and he had to beat him. Now they don't even have to fight him either because a low-level British guy beat him on a controversial topic, man. I'm just saying that's how it's played out.
Well, I was saying as far as for Turkey, because Turkey was rolling with those guys. It might be good for Eddie and Frank Warren, but I know for Turkey it was bad because you know how he was the one who was putting Bacole up in there, and they ruined Jared Addison with that. And Zhang, that was another guy that I'm sure Turkey wanted up in there because his views ain't aligning with the promoters. because you know how he be doing his thing, and that's why you get all that criticism for not having good matchmakers. So anything that ends up bad for him, I'm okay with, especially because of what we got coming up with Benavidez and Yard. Remember how much fuss they made about how that was going to be the first fight under this new no pay per view plan they got? Remember how much Turkey was on Twitter? Man, I just met with my brother Shay at the Zone, and we're not going to do pay per view anymore. Yard and Benavidez is going to be the first non pay per view fight. And now they're talking about it's going to be $60. I'm like, what? Y'all done made that new plan with the Zone. Y'all talking about Paramount Plus and getting rid of pay per view because you want boxing to be for the fans and how this is going to be the first card without it. And now you telling me that you gonna charge $60 after you done talked all that? Come on, are you serious right now? I mean, like anybody knew they was gonna be full of shit. But at the same time, the fact that they kept on pushing it, kept on saying it, and now they're gonna go ahead and do it. Like, man, come on. So I've been hitting Turkey up on Twitter, like, hey man, is this still the first non pay per view event? Like with the new plan, what's up? I'm trying to find out. Sure, they had the Bug Eyes dude giving out his promo code to log in to the Zone and get a discount for it. They're doing a promotion. You buy the fight, you get 1 week free of the Zone. It ain't worth it. And then you probably still gonna have to pay for the fight pass too. So you gotta you gotta pay the
Bro,
subscription.
the Zone is the most fucking expensive shit there is, bro. Like
Man,
there's not a $300 a year membership necessary to see PBC fights. There's not a three. It's not, bro. It's fucking ridiculous how expensive this Zone is, man. That shit is like one of them fucking video games that got everything got add-on purchases, bro. Everything on that fucking app is buy it, it's extra. Buy it, it's extra.
they got the DLC and microtransactions. You got to get the
Tell you, man, this shit
downloadable
is
content
fucking
add-on.
weird, man. I stopped, bro. I stopped doing it. I'm not paying for them fucking pay-per-views. No fucking way. Maybe like is Jake Paul on the Zone? He did have some shit on the Zone, didn't he?
Nah, he going to Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix already got Amazon Prime, bro. And there's absolutely nothing on fucking the Zone other than boxing that I want to see. This shit is 99.9% shit I don't want to fucking see, bro. And they're charging Americans through the fucking nose because no Americans have that fucking app. So they're fucking charging us through the nose for the shit. And then triple downing on pay-per-views. Because there's 3 things you have to do. You got to get one, doubling it. Because you got to have that, you got to have a pass, which is what? More money on top of your subscription. So what they're saying, in order not to have pay-per-view, we're just going to massively increase the cost of your subscription, but we're going to act like we're not increasing your subscription. We're only going to increase subscription for boxing fans. If boxing fans want to see good fights, you have to have an add-on to this shit. Like, it's crazy how much money they're fucking ripping off and how expensive it is. And it's so much more expensive for us than it is for the people in Europe. The people in Europe get a fucking discount because they're, what is it? Let me see. What's the exchange rate?
I think they pay half what we do.
The
Because we at $29.99.
Exchange rate, UK, pound, UK to US. So they pay 25 or 26 pounds. That's $34. We pay $60, which is $45, 45 pounds. We are paying twice, damn near twice the price. Damn near twice the fucking price for the pay-per-view for the same thing. And these boxing YouTube channels in the United States support these people, been supporting these people ripping us off. And then want to complain about what the PBC charges. You don't have to pay the PBC anything if you don't watch the fight. You have to pay to, dude, you're only watching DAZN for boxing. That's it. That's it. And you got to have the subscription to pay for it. Now you got to have the subscription to pay for a subscription to see it. Or you got to just pay for it. Shit's ridiculous, bro.
Oh,
And
it
you guys
is like
supported this shit.
the only other thing I seen on the zone.
Oh,
Shoot,
one
they
last
got
thing. I'm
cricket.
sorry.
Oh,
And how the fuck is Turkey Al-Sheikh making boxing less expensive? Turkey Al-Sheikh has spent all this money, and boxing is more expensive because he spent the money. Since he's come, the cost of boxing, boop. They're trying to kill American boxing, bro. You guys are there. I'm telling you, they're trying to kill American boxing.
that's why I said we got to rally behind PBC and Top Rank. And then, when Oscar make up his mind what side he's on, we'll go ahead and see what he's doing. But man, I'm gonna say like on the zone. Man, I seen some funny shit the other day because I guess they had a sumo wrestling tournament. Hey, I don't know how familiar you are with Street Fighter. Maybe some people in the chat probably know, but there's that one sumo character they had that did the 100 hand slap. Hey, I thought that shit was made up for the video game. I seen a sumo win a match doing that move. I was like, what? He knocked the dude out the ring, like off the platform with it. I, like shit. That caught me by surprise. I said, oh, maybe this is why people is buying the zone. They get their video game references on here. I don't know. Because I don't see nothing else on the zone that's appealing. I think they got NASCAR on there. They got cricket. I think they got poker too. That's about it. I can't see
On
any
the
other
zone,
reason. Yeah. And there ain't nothing else interesting
I'll
on
watch
there.
that bullshit on YouTube. I'll watch that bullshit on YouTube. Years later, okay? Let me tell you something. I'll watch their poker championship 5 years later.
By
Because
accident.
you ain't nothing you gotta see about it. Ain't no poker games you gotta see that day. You know what I'm saying? The cards are the
Exactly.
cards, the plays are the plays, bro.
So, yeah, and you probably catch it by accident on a clip, scrolling through your Twitter or something. It's like, oh, you just gave that clip an impression. They got to make those
Zone is straight
impressions
trash.
in. Man, I'll tell you this. That Brian Norman and Devin Haney fight, man, is looking like it could be an unexpected fight of the year. Following in the footsteps of Ryan versus Devin. That was a good fight that year too. And
I hope he does.
Benavidez and Yard. I'm interested to see how that goes because I don't really think Yard got too much left in this tank. I don't know. I kind of feel like David gonna put hands on him.
Are you kidding me? I see him putting hands, feet, everything on that boy. Around 9, 10, 11. Anthony Yard fucking be swinging so wide, bro. He just swings too wide. And all that, and he's flashy. That shit is not gonna go well with that style. It just starts cracking your ass up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and them combos. 'Cause you know for sure David gonna be hitting them with those.
For sure.
I don't see how that works out well for Yard unless he just happen to have better stamina. Because I know that at 175 it kind of looked like David be slowing down in the later rounds. So there's that to consider. But I don't think that'll be that much of an effect to where unless Yard is just significantly better condition, or maybe he got some of them snack drinks. I don't know, but the way that things were moving over there, man, like I kind of hated this situation for David Benavidez. I mean, it's kind of cool though because he said he's still working with Al Heyman, and Al Heyman is the one who advised him like, hey man, you got this opportunity over here. Go ahead, hop on the Saudi card, make yourself some money, and come on. Like he said that like as far as his career has been concerned, Al Heyman been like a father figure to him in Aberdeen. So that's one thing to let you know. Like, yeah, you see these Al Heyman fighters on the Saudi cards. Yeah, he's advising them, hey, go get the money because that's what Al Heyman does for his fighters.
But I also noticed something, man. Just to come in there, like I was watching the NFL and looking at the NFL schedule. The NFL schedule, like, and watching what channels these things are going to be on. Like, one is on ABC, CBS, the next is on ABC, the next is on the Thursdays on Peacock. They're like flopping the Football teams are jumping between 4 and 5 different networks. So I think you're going to wind up seeing the same thing in boxing where you got fighters jumping between 4 and 5 different networks. The fucking pitiful portion of it is if you have to pay pay-per-view or subscriptions on 4 or 5 different networks to get them, you know? But that's kind of like just the cost of television in general going way to fuck up. You know what I mean? Because there really is it's expensive to watch television. Very. It used to be as a kid, you just have a TV, and the TV is what was expensive. Then you got cable. Now you've got every kind of app, every kind of platform, every kind of thing for people to distribute their own stuff, man. So, you know, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting to see how this stuff plays out and how even that league shit's going to be interesting because they're going to have to keep that shit on one channel. So it's going to prevent like everybody that wants to watch TKO's. I think that's Paramount Plus, right? That is going to have to be on Paramount Plus. Where the PBC, I think you can watch them on DAZN. There's been PBC fighters on DAZN. There's PBC fighters on Netflix, and there's PBC fighters on Amazon. At least three of them that I've seen. So I think that multi-platform stuff may just be. I mean, it may just be the trend in what's going to happen, and then the promotions are really about the location that is going to be in the venue.
Yeah. Because like looking at the way they got this whole stuff laying out, it's like, you know, for fighters, I don't see how, because like we already know if the pay scales they're putting out is accurate for that TKO stuff. Funny thing is, like now they were saying that the rate for a title fight. Remember when it was first announced, it was 750,000. They dropped that down to 500,000, I think. So it's like, okay, what they gonna do? We know any fighter with at least half a name is not going to go over to TKO. And then, like, after last night, like, a lot of people was voicing their frustration with Dana White. So, not last night, but on Saturday, they had another fight that people felt the stoppage was controversial because this one fighter ended up getting half a finger in his eye, and they had to stop the fight. And so, people was mad, people was booing, and then, like, Dana White, you know, he ain't even talking about whether or not the fighter is okay. He talking about how soon they can do the rematch. So they mad at him and talking about he's ruining the sport. So it's like, shoot, UFC fans still feel like Dana White is ruining the sport. They got boxing fans who already know that don't want him anywhere near boxing. And then I know the fighters, they pay attention to what's going on, so they're not going to sign with him. But that's another thing for me where it's like, if they're serious about this whole move away from pay-per-view, like in general, I was thinking like, shoot, fighters are going to have to really, really, like I've been saying, start promoting themselves and start looking for deals like, you know, sponsorships and endorsements and all that. So they can actually be pulling in something, put themselves out there to where it's like, yeah, you know, this brand really feel like rocking with it. Like how Canelo with Under Armour and then like whatever alcoholic beverage that was Tecate, I think that he was doing commercials for. You know how Manny Pacquiao, I think he was with Reebok, you know, and then they had, you know, like Ryan Garcia was in like, I think Sports Illustrated and Gatorade commercial. So like fighters are gonna have to be looking for that if they're getting away from pay-per-view to go ahead and try to you know, get some extra money on the back end because like how else they gonna do it?
Man, these niggas about to start some damn OnlyFans fucking around with these niggas with that pay.
Some of them already did.
Nigga, I'm trying to tell you, these niggas about to be boy toys out in this bitch. Because they about to be broke fucking with them Saudis, and that's what the Saudis pay for. They say they pay to see you. Terrible.
It's a shame. It's a shame. But I leave you with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and cook up some hate for tomorrow.
All right, brother. I get you. I get back with you, bro.
All right, but show you take it easy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you've been attention seeking for a while. I'm not paying attention to you, okay? You've been attention seeking and rage baiting for a while, bro. I'm not talking to you, King. Good, nice try, King. That's what. Let me tell you something, man. That's something I disagree with Phoenix on that. Hell no, Turkey Al-Sheikh don't fuck with Martin Bakoli. Turkey Al-Sheikh does not fuck with Martin Bakoli. He don't fuck with Zhilei Zhang because Martin Bakoli threw a fucking fight with Joseph Parker. That Joseph Parker fight looked fixed as shit. That dude jumped down, rolled around, all of that shit. Jay Gutter said, give me some attention, Martin. Yeah, like, dog, I'm not, nope. You've been, dog, the kids have gave it a name. You've given it a name, okay? It's called rage baiting. I'm not going for it, okay? Not going for it. Usually, I would enjoy a good rage. You know what I mean? Like, I would enjoy it. I like yelling and I like fighting and arguing, but you don't really want to do that. You don't want to debate. You want to be like the puppet master. You want to sit back there like a fucking cornball and think you're moving somebody and making somebody do something. No, dude, all you're being is obnoxious. Everybody's looking at you and thinking you're an asshole. It's not, but you don't see everybody else looking at you like you're an asshole. You just see yourself, oh, look what I did. Ha ha, I got all the attention on myself. You know what I mean? So anyway, you had to rage out. He didn't pay attention to the first 5 things I said. Anyway, let's get back to this because I'm going to be on for a while. If y'all got anything to say, click the link because I ain't going nowhere for a minute. I ain't going nowhere. You know why? Martin, I saw McCauley look at Parker before he fell down and looked like the look of, oh, my bad, I forgot. Then fell down. You know what I mean? Martin McCauley looked like he fixed the shit out that fight. You know, and that's what I went on that. So hell no, man. Only thing I'm saying, he may be his boy because he's willing to fix a fight. He's willing to roll on his feet, roll over there and get some of that Saudi dough. That Saudi dough. I ain't getting no Saudi dough. No Saudi dough for the kid. No do-si dough, no Saudi dough. Anyway you go, though. Congratulations to Fabio. I like Fabio. I've been rooting for Fabio for a long time. So I'm disappointed that I couldn't see the fight live, Fabio, because in the United States, for some ridiculous reason, they tried to get me for $60. So they're not getting over me on my money. I'll see the shit on the replay. And whenever you get done and you don't have to buy it anymore, I'll go back and watch the whole fight, Fabio. But other than that, they're not getting any extra money up out of me, man. No way. Oh, no, he F with Bacoli. No, I'm saying he ain't trying to make Bacoli a champion. I say he fuck with him because Bacoli's willing to throw a fight. Yeah. He gave Bacoli a fight months later against FA. Hey, man. And like I said, he was willing to throw a fight, so he jumped back out there. I ain't trying to say he's this guy, though. Like Hamad Shiraz? Nah. But it maybe. He didn't shelf himself. What is this? Hey. I have no idea how the hell that can fuck your wrist up, bro. 3 mosquito bites, bro. That's crazy. Nah, I mean, look, man. Look, bro. Hey, Turkey, what up, Turkey? Shout out to you, Turkey. Hope you're doing well, Turkey. I don't got no ill will towards Turkey no more because I'm not going to blame Turkey for shit that ain't Turkey's fault. It is not Turkey's fault that DAZN is charging all this goddamn money and jacking people, okay? DAZN is trying to penny pinch people, and we're the only ones paying for this goddamn fight. We ain't even we don't care. I care about Fabio Warbley, but anyway. Nah, the Jagbe fight was already signed before he fought Parker. Bacoli took the fight on short notice. He was a replacement for Parker's original opponent. Thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate it. What up, David Lynch? How you feeling, brother? Hey, Bubby Tom says Schofield got hit by a mosquito on snack. Something happened, bro, because that was all that was. That shit looked like mosquito bites, dog. What? I mean, what is that? I've hurt my wrist before. I've sprained my ankle before. You know what I mean? Like jumper sprain ankles all the time, bro. All the time. I've definitely messed up my ankles on many occasions. I ain't never got 3 bumps around him in that type of situation. You know what I mean? That don't make no sense. Troy says Schofield is cursed or something. Like, damn. Hey, man, this year has been cursed. This whole year has been cursed, man. This boxing year, hey, look, bro, when 2025 is gone, I will say, see you later to 2025. You know what I mean? Snack nano mosquitoes. Something was going on. I have no idea how. How in the world do you get those wounds? You see the top of his wrist going from the pinky to the wrist. It ain't straight. Shit crooked. Yeah, and it looks swollen. Let me see it again. Schofield think they're slick. They're going to try to fight for the vacant WBA when they strip Tank. Why do you think they're going to strip Tank of the WBA? That's not a smart assumption that the WBA is going to strip him. Not a safe assumption. If they were going to strip him, they would have already stripped him. You know what I mean? Look like it might have an infection. Now that could be an infection. But they said, at least in the reports, that it was ligament damage. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Floyd is lying. I'm just saying I don't know what that is. That's all I'm saying. That's that whack shit that Hassan Wells dude posted on Twitter. Dude got horrible takes. What are you talking about? Who's Hassan Wells, bro? Is that all right? Yeah, hey, man, look, bro. I ain't arguing with nobody in their boxing takes, bro. You got boxing takes. God bless you, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, that don't look crooked. It looks swollen. It does look swollen into his hand, though. That I will tell you. It looks swollen. But you know what I mean? It looks swollen. Isaiah, what up, man? Salute for 9. Just joined in late. Gonna have to catch the replay. Thanks for coming through, bro. Man, I appreciate y'all chopping it up with me while these niggas try to kill American boxing. But we will not let them do it. Did you guys see the interview with O'Shaquie Foster and Kuboy Steph on $1 million worth of game? I would like to commend $1 million a game with their boxing content. They are always promoting boxing matches, and so they're out there promoting that the fight with Steve Fulton Jr. Troy Hutch said, "Cursed ass here for sure, OG." Yeah, I mean I mean, you know what I mean? Like, look, bro, God bless me, bro. Like, seriously, in many ways, 2025 has been a blessed year. It's been a great year. There's been some highs, things that I've been very, very happy for. A lot of challenges. You know what I mean? People used to hate on Gilly and Wallow. I mean, you know, I ain't the biggest fan of what the what do you call it? Like the over expression, but it is what it is. They're funny. They're funny, and it seems like, you know, guys, they come across like guys who would be fun to hang out with. So yeah, I mean, they're better than like Joe Budden. Like, fuck would I ever want to sit on a couch and talk to Joe Budden for? Like, I would talk to Willie, I would talk to Gilly and Wallow way before I would sit down and have conversations with Cam and Mace, or have conversations with Joe Budden and the crew, or have conversations with what the fuck is that dude's name? What's the dude's name on that New York one on New York hot fuck Charlemagne the God. Yeah, I wouldn't want to sit back and fuck around and talk to Charlemagne the God. You know what I mean? That's not no shit nobody I want to sit there and talk to, or the dude he fucks with. You know what I mean? So, like, as I think about it, I would fuck with Gilly and Wallow first. So I can't hate on them too much. You know, I like shit. Most of those basketball shows are really good. You know what I mean? Stephen A. Jackson, even though Stephen A. Jackson not Stephen A. Jackson. Is it Stephen Jackson? Yeah, Stephen Jackson and Matt Barnes. Stephen Jackson, Matt Barnes. Shit, I even like I can't listen a lot to Andre Ward and Roy Jones. Andre Ward got a chip on his shoulder, bro. Like, the more Andre Ward talks, the more you can see that chip on Andre Ward's shoulder, bro. He got a big ass chip, like a block on his fucking shoulder, bro. Hell yeah, Jeff Teague is hilarious, dog. Jeff Teague. Man, Jeff Teague is hilarious, man. It's crazy that he's that good an athlete, bro. Them boys could ball, too. Jeff Teague could ball out, bro. They balled out. Nah, Roy Jones ain't trying to hear that Mayweather shit. I understand why Andre Ward thinks that about Floyd. Floyd's a dick. Floyd's a dick. Dizzick. You know what I mean? So I can understand it. It is what it is. Yeah, Cam Newton is funny. Cam Newton is funny. He's smart. Cam Newton is smart. Very intelligent guy. Very intelligent guy. Fun to watch. Definitely. Definitely. Gillian Wallow came to the hood. They eat what? Especially after the weird shit they got Joe Budden doing on the security cam. I don't even know what they got Joe Budden doing. I'm just saying his demeanor. He's a jackass. Like, what else you want me to say? Like Joe Budden is an asshole. You know, I'm not the biggest Mark Lamont Hill fan in the world, but I got enough sense not to be arguing with like, let me put it this way. Mark Lamont Hill is not my favorite commentator in the world. All right. He's not. But I acknowledge that Mark Lamont Hill is a very intelligent man, that he's very well read, that he has a conscience, that he has moral and ethical, you know, that he's solid morally, ethically. He really is. Now, I don't have to agree with his takes. I don't have to see the world the same way that he sees it, because I don't. But at the same time, I got to respect the man. I got to respect the man. Joe Budden, because he can't have a conversation with Mark Lamont Hill, because he's not able to have the conversation, wants to sit there, man, let's talk about some bullshit and not that. Like, piss. Oh, he said, was that Mark Lamont Hill is a snake. He gets in where I fit in type of thing. Yes and no. No, yes and no. He has backbone. He has backbone for sure. No, Mark Lamont Hill has a backbone. Like I said, I don't have to agree with him, but he takes risks. He could be pro-Israel if he wanted to be. He could definitely be pro AIPAC if he wanted to be. Yeah, he said, I grew up with Mark Lamont Hill. He's a little younger than me. He's cool in person. Yeah, I can sense that, man. He's a bright guy. He's a very conscientious guy, well-educated, respectful, hardworking dude. You know what I mean? And a lot of the things that I've seen, I do agree with him on. But my point of view is, you know, it does not, I put him in a bucket with a lot of other people. Let me put it that way. However, he in that particular group of people stands high within that group of people. Let me put it that way. I've been listening to him 4 times a week for a year now. He's definitely two-faced. I mean, hey, man, he's kind of a journalist guy, man. That's what he is. He has 2 faces. He has his own personal face, and he's got his personal face. And he's got his let me say that again. He has his personal face, and then he has his professional face. So yes. You know what I mean? Yes, he's two-faced. Because but that's the job for them. They're all two-faced. They have their professional face that they put on, and then they got their personal face when you know them, when you talk to them, when you're not around them. Barack Obama is two-faced. He has the way that he speaks when he's in public, and then when he's around his family or he's around really close friends, he's going to sound different because he's not using his political face. That's just what the world is, man. There's a lot of people that are, once you're professional, you're supposed to put on a professional face. You're supposed to, you know what I mean? There's a way that lawyers and attorneys are supposed to behave, so you put that on. You know what I mean? Very bright, but still, I mean, you know, shit. So am I. That would be that right there is a compliment you're paying them. Anyway, I wouldn't get too chalked up into what that man thinks about things. Just listen to him. He's probably going to enlighten you on some things. Every time I listen to him, he tells me something that I did not know. He provides a fact to me that I was not aware of. And I think that he's a valuable contributor. I think he's a very valuable contributor to the political discourse. And he is levels and levels and levels and levels and levels and levels and levels above Joe Budden when it comes to his contribution to our culture. Joe Budden, anybody can be a goddamn Joe Budden. You know what I mean? Like, matter of fact, that's just the funny shit. Like, they're all like now, all these ex-rappers, because they're good at, didn't Joe Budden rap? Was Joe Budden a rapper? Anyway, I'm never going to be a friend of Joe Budden because people say I look like him. When I happen to know I'm significantly better looking than Joe Budden. Fuck up out of here, Joe, with that shit. I'm just older and I lost my eyebrows. If I still had my goddamn eyebrows, y'all wouldn't say that shit. Anyway, nah, Joe, the pod father. I don't fuck with him, bro. I don't fuck with people with mentalities like that. Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. Nah, bro. I've just listened to him a couple times and I was like, nah, man. You know what I mean? I can't really fuck with you on that, dog. You're a little too shallow. That's what he is. Shallow. Dean, man, where you at? Dean. Hey, man, where you at, Dean? I need you to click the link, bro. Why your boy Shakur sparring Gervonta? Why your boy Shakur sparring Jake Paul and looking for business advice from Jake Paul? Animated, shallow, just overall annoying Budden. Yeah, you're never gonna get a good conversation on Joe Budden. I wouldn't even go to his show, bro. I'm telling you, man, you would be surprised. I've never been asked to a show by Joe Budden. Don't get me wrong. But, dog, I've been asked and invited to go to a lot of shows. I never go, bro. What up, Dean, by any means?
What's going on, Fanon? What's the deal, sir?
Hold on, I'm good. Hey, King of Hating, bro, you missed the opportunity, bro. King of Hating want to jump in, bro. You can't jump in now, dog. You can't jump in now.
I had to hear what Dean had to say. I had to hear this.
Nigga, you could have listened from the outside. You was already on here.
You know what happened? I got rejuvenated. Plus, I got to drive to another location, and so I needed a way to pass the time.
What's up, fellas? What you want to hear my opinion on? What happened, King of Hate?
Hey,
I wanted to know how you.
Hold on, man. I'm asking a question. Why is your boy Shakur
Lord,
sparring
Jake Paul?
Jake Paul, but he said he had the integrity. There's something about that. You know what I mean?
Fanon, let me tell you, all you Shakurians, what's y'all excuse now? And you know what they've been doing, Fanon? They got the nerve to say, well, Boots sparred Canelo. First of all, Boots been on Canelo. His brother been sparring Canelo. That is nothing new. And number two, the most important thing, Boots didn't shit on Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford fight. Boots ain't say, don't ask me nothing about Terrence Crawford and then go join the fucking fight. How you gonna tell reporters, Fanon, don't ask me nothing about Tank? But then go spar Jake Paul, knowing damn well they gonna ask you about sparring Jake Paul for Tank fight. How you call something a circus, but you volunteering? Hey, Fanon, he is volunteering. Do you understand? Hey, my hand is up. Ray Ford, all of them. Hi, Jake. We hate Tank, Jake. Can we come spar with you? So let me get this straight, Fanon.
Hand hurt? I thought Shakur's hand was hurt.
I thought his hand was hurt too, Fanon. I thought his hand was hurt too. Ain't that what he said on the Bald Head Bull podcast? Ain't that what Turkey Aliki Ashiki said? Ain't that what they said? But then when you sit up there and call it a circus, but you want to be Barnum and Bailey's. So if Tank and Jake Paul is a circus, then Shakur, you're Barnum and Bailey's. I'm sorry, my guy. You can't shit on something. Fanon, that's like, oh, I don't want that girl over there. I don't care that he talking to her. But then you tell her sister, hey, yo, can you slide her my number? Fuck out of here, Shakur. That's not no thorough shit. And then guess what? This the biggest part, y'all. Shakur lied to me for not personally. He lied to me personally. Shakur told me he ain't care about being a superstar and all that shit. He told Dean that personally. I don't care about the spotlight and being a superstar and all this other shit. That's what he told me, Fanad. So why do you hire a PR firm? Why was you about to fall out with Edgar Berlanga for not being the main event? Why is you trying to be a part of this circus that you said was bad for boxing if you're not trying to be a superstar? Why did you put on Twitter, oh, I see I got all y'all talking and all this, that, and the third. I'm glad. You know somebody who not trying to be a superstar for now, they just doing what they supposed to do? Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez. Let me give you another example. You ever heard of a fighter named Dimitri Bivol? Those are people that's not trying to actually be superstars. See, I hear what motherfuckers say, but I just watch what you do. And I'll land my plane there.
Oh, damn, you left one out. Tank ain't trying to be a superstar. He just doing what he do. Hey,
He
that's why
just
he's
is.
silent on social media.
Hey, for
I,
now,
I
it's
was
like,
going to ask you this.
go
I
ahead,
wanted
King
to
A.
ask you this, Dean. What do you think about how Shakur said he's not going to talk about sparring because he got integrity? Yet this sparring is about to be the highlight of his career. How long do you think he's going to be talking about sparring now?
He's going to answer every question they ask him about Jake Paul and Smart. I can guarantee you that, King A. When they ask Shakur in his next interview about Smart, he's going to answer every question about it. I promise you that. All I'm saying
Yeah.
is, y'all, all of the Shakur fans, first of all, Devin fans, y'all call Jake Paul the face of boxing, Bill and Dev. So y'all don't say nothing. Y'all shut y'all bitch asses up. Shakur fans was talking about all this. Oh, my pride, I'll get my draw back. First of all, don't none of you know that Gervonta Davis not rematching Lamont Roach. And then all you people talking about pride. Well, Lamont Roach said that he would have did the same thing for Nah. He was just mad at how Gervonta Davis handled it. The problem is with that, Lamont Roach, you spent time shitting on a nigga you claim was your friend. So he ain't got to let you know shit. And you from DC, you should know better. If I shit on a nigga and I was supposed to be my homeboy, and then he don't let me know what his plans is, well, that's just his prerogative. So stop bitching, Lamont Roach, because like you said, you would have did the same exact thing. It's funny for now. I'll be hearing all these people got so much shit to say about Tank. Let me see you turn down $80 million. You want to criticize Tank? Cool. Let me see you do it. And if you wouldn't do it, then in your heart, you need to go look in that fucking mirror and go talk to yourself as a man or a woman. Why am I hating on Gervonta Davis like I wouldn't do the same shit? Really ask yourself that question. Go reevaluate your life. Fuck out of here. For now, ain't nobody turning down no 80, 90, 100 fucking million dollars just to not be called a duck. You gotta be the stupidest motherfucker walking this earth to turn down that type of money because you worried about what people gonna say online. They gonna talk. I told motherfuckers for now, it's a regular Tuesday. They've been shitting on Tank every day for 5 years. Why the fuck should Tank care today? Especially
True
when
that.
Shakur and them will go ahead and be sparring partners with Jake Paul, but then talk about their fucking pride. Oh yeah, y'all. Let me put this out there too. For now, did you hear everybody talking about how they don't like how Tank letting Jake use all of this racial stuff and these racial things, and they think Tank need to really be on Jake ass because he using them stereotypes? It was Shakur fans telling me that for now. Hey, Shakur fans that was saying that. How do you feel about Shakur Stevenson going to go help that racist? Let's talk about that. How y'all feel about this Shakur Stevenson going to go help the racist when y'all was coming at Gervonta saying he letting Jake Paul go up there and stereotype him and do all these racial epithets and all of this stuff? Where y'all at? Where are those people
Yeah,
at? I landed right there.
So
true
Shakur,
that.
that's why Shakur is sparring him so he could beat up Jake and sparring. Hey, that's how they go spin it. He decided to go ahead and sign up for sparring with Jake so he could be the one to beat him up and help Tank win. That's what they're gonna say. Shakur with his busted hands is gonna beat down this monster and soften him up for Javante Davis. So that way when Tank wins, Shakur gets ready.
I want to know who worse for nine. The guy who about to make 150 millions for fighting the racist, or the guy who goes spar the racist for 20,000. Who worse?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. Honestly, I find that shit very, very fucking how can you say convenient.
Hypocritical.
No, convenient. I mean convenient. That all of fucking sudden Gervonta shouldn't owes you all some shit at all. Fuck you niggas. If he want to sit there and let the white boy do a bunch of racist shit and go ahead and beat him up and get his money, shit, he can do that. Who cares? You niggas have sold boxing down the fucking river, you lying, thieving scumbags. You niggas don't know how to tell the fucking truth. Wouldn't know the truth if it bit you on the ass. I saw you guys on that platform last night, David. I saw you. Be More Bully. I was listening to Boxing Hacker. Boxing Hacker wouldn't know the fucking truth if it bit him on his ass, bro. Like, seriously. I'm going around listening to the things that you guys are saying. You're just saying shit to be fucking saying shit at this fucking point. So the fact of the matter is Gervonta Davis can do what the fuck Gervonta Davis wants to do. Fuck every single solitary one of you frauds. I listened to Brian Norman Jr. Sr. on there, and I listened to the shit that you said. That shit you just said, well, he wasn't really weight bullying because he was 16 years old when he got to the weight class. Boxing Hacker, that's proof that he's fucking weight bullying, that he was at the weight class when he was 16. But you failed to fucking tell the truth, Boxing Hacker, that Devin went up to 140. And then he went back down to 135. He didn't just get to 140. He was fighting at 140 a long time ago, sometime around the age of 18, 19. He had fights at 140. But people grow between the age of 14, 26. The question is, why is he weighing 165? Walking in against a 135 pounder. Not how what he weighed 135 at one point. Dude, listen to this, Boxing Hacker. I am 6'2", roughly 6'2", 250 pounds, maybe 245. There was a time when I weighed 135 too. That's how the fucking body works, nigga. You go from weighing 10 pounds to weighing 100 pounds, and you're going to get every pound in between. So the fact that his ass was 16, weighing 135, bro, cutting down to 135, dude, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 at least. That's 9 fucking years. Your body grows over 9 years between the age of 16 and the age of 24, 25. When I was 16 years old, I was probably about $130, 40, $140, maybe $150, some shit like that. Maybe around 18. I remember when I got to 165. As I ran track, it kept weight off me. I was 165 when I was 19. 20 years old, that's when I went boom, boom, boom. I'm up in the 200s around 23, 22, 23, but I'm still relatively solid at around $190. You telling me that this nigga was 16 years old weighing at 135 and at 26 he's at the same weight class is evidence that he's not weight bullying? Bullshit. He had to do a lot of shit to stop puberty. He stopped puberty. 16 years old, you're still going through puberty. Aren't you? At 16? Puberty doesn't stop for most people till about 18, 17, 18. He was 135 when he was prepubescent. No, he was pubescent, not prepubescent. He was pubescent at the time. He was weighing 135 and fighting. That's why he's not allowed to fucking fight at 16. Because truth be told, those kids are still going through puberty. Brain still is not fully developed until 24. So, of course, he could, at one point in time, weigh 135. I could weigh 130. Matter of fact, I remember playing in the 125-pound football league, weighing in at 125. Does that mean I'm still supposed to be at 125? Anyway, so my answer to that question, Dean, because I had to go in on that, is that fuck him. There's no truth in them.
Saying just like Bernie Mac. Y'all Chicago niggas, fuck them.
If somebody don't like you for being yourself,
Fuck off.
That's what I think.
No, Bernie will say, fuck that
man,
motherfucker.
R.I.P. Bernie Mac.
Hey,
Man,
Fanon,
I'll catch y'all later.
Can we officially
All right,
can
Phoenix.
we officially get to the point that all these motherfuckers just be talking and that they jealous? Can y'all admit it now? If Shakur didn't show y'all all of that integrity, he don't want to be a superstar. He don't got no real issue with Tank. Stop that bullshit, man. Can we stop this bullshit, y'all? Now Shakur, my guy. That's why I say Fanon. But I'm gonna be honest. First of all, y'all Shakur fans were saying he trolling it, and we ain't got no proof. When Jake first said this 2 months ago, y'all thought Jake was lying in. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy, Fanon. Go ahead, Fanon. It's crazy.
Hey, David, was that KMJ network you were on yesterday?
Yeah, that was
Yes, my
Cam.
bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
y'all
was
go
on
subscribe
Cam.
to KMJ network. He had a good panel last night. I was
good.
shit. I'm subscribed to KMJ. I didn't know
That's my
y'all was gonna be
Ohio brother, Fanon. Cincinnati in the building. That's my Ohio brother.
Oh, that's
man.
what's up.
Yes,
But yeah,
yes.
that is very,
Yeah.
very Chicago, bro. Fuck them. Like,
Fuck
seriously,
'em.
man, that's my attitude. You notice Fahim, my dude, Fahim ain't been back. He may be back in a year or so. But that's an ultimate Shakur fan, man. When I said, look, man, fuck y'all. Gervonta about to have this fight with Jake Paul. I'm not gonna be mad about it. I'm not joining in. Because y'all mad about everything this dude does. Now,
Everything, Fanon.
Fahim, and I
True
know
that.
you hear me, Fahim. I know you're listening, dog. I know you're listening. Your boy Shakur is co-signing this fight. You can't be mad at me, Fahim, for saying, "Oh, I'm a sellout because I'm supporting this fight," right? Even though I'm not really supporting it, but fuck it. You can't get mad at me now when Shakur Stevenson's supporting the fight. That's him. Isn't that supporting the fight?
Yes, by helping somebody spar, yes, Fanon. You are
Yep.
voluntarily. It's not like Jake called him. He wanted to go spar Jake. Fanon, they thought Jake was trolling when he said this 2 months ago. Stop thinking that white boy trolling. He ain't just trolling, he did up. But my thing is, Fanon, how dare you tell the media to not ask you about Gervonta no more? And then you volunteer to be a part of the circus. You're worse than the captive bear, Fanon. You're worse than the captive tiger. You're worse than them because they was like that since birth. Jake Paul can't help. He been a Disney kid. You're not getting $100 million that Tank's getting to be a part of this. I guarantee you, he probably got $20,000 to spar Jake Paul. That's it.
Oh hell no! Oh hell, hold on. Benny Brooks. I thought this was the Cardenas.
I thought so too.
I thought
Cardenas,
you-
that's not you.
Benny Brown, can you change your name? That look, I thought you were the Cardenas. Shakur is bigger than Mayweather when he was a 140 by far. No way.
What do you
Hell
mean,
no.
bigger body wise?
No,
Yes.
no,
If you're
no,
talking
no.
about
Nah, bigger.
name
physically
wise,
bigger?
hell no. Yeah, physically
Or are
bigger.
you
Yes.
talking about popularity? Hell no.
Man, Shakur still got his baby teeth in his mouth, man.
Chill,
He's
David.
still
David.
running around with
Shakur-
baby teeth.
No, at 40, Mayweather at 140, I do believe, fought Arturo Gatti. And that's after he fought. He fought Arturo Gatti, and he fought
Emmanuel Augustus.
No, not him. That was 130 for sure. That was Manny.
Oh, that was 130.
At 140, he fought Ricky Hatton. He right there. He had a
Yeah.
pay-per-view with Ricky Hatton at 140. Ain't
Didn't
no
he
way,
fight,
bro.
Didn't he fight Ortiz at 142?
Nah, Ortiz 147.
That was
Ortiz is
147,
147. He was at 140. He never came back down. His first fight at 147 was Oscar De La Hoya.
Was Oscar,
And he had fought, I think he definitely fought Gotti first. So, dude, he really took off with Gotti. He
But now
never
it'd be
got off
hard to,
pay-per-view off. After Gotti, he was a pay-per-view star after Gotti.
It'd be hard to keep up with Floyd because Floyd was doing a bunch of he was jumping up and doing catchweight, so it's like it get blurred to me sometimes.
And you were a
Because
young man, you were a kid, it's all right.
Yeah,
That's all right, young man.
I was definitely, and I was ripping and running the streets at that time. That's around the time I was 15, 16 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
You
but I
ain't now
watched
10
every
years
fight
from
though.
now, you gonna remember all the shit that happened right
All
now.
everything for now. Hey, I'm going hey, every damn thing for now.
Man,
If you ask me some shit about when I was 15 and 16, I'd be
I
like,
really
man, I probably was over a girl house. I ain't going.
man.
That's
For
what
me,
happens
it's
when you
like
get
when people
old.
start talking about the 80s, I'll pass it to you, Dave. And when people start talking to me about the 80s, like boxing in the 80s, I'm like, man, you guys have no idea. I was looking for guts at that time, bro. So it wasn't, you know what I mean? That was the time when I was running, trying to, that was what I was focused on. But certain fights, big fights, and all that stuff during
Oh, I
that
seen
time, I
all of
remember the
them.
big fights. Yeah. Just what were you saying, David?
No, I was like, no, I was agreeing with you. You know what I mean? That's what happened when you get old, man. All of a sudden, you can remember everything. Over the, you can remember a whole lot of stuff, even shit you don't even want to remember. You end up remembering that. You be like, oh snap!
Well, I know
Oh,
that's
all
true,
right.
David, because I used to hope my mom forget I got in trouble in school, and she never did. For now, she never forgot. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, she man. That's a wish that was the case with my pops, man, because he don't remember
Oh,
nothing anymore. He went to them strokes, bro. He don't remember. He actually still has a deep memory of a lot of stuff, though. He does. Even though his memory is really kind of gone.
hey, Fernand, I
Yeah,
want to
man.
tell you, man, I'm sorry about your dad.
Oh
I've been dealing
man.
with a little personal information about me. My mom is suffering from schizophrenia since I was about 13, 14. So I know what it's like to have
That's a
a
challenge.
person. Yeah, I know
Oh
what it's like,
man.
Fernand, to have a person in your life. Like I said, Fernand, I had the best mother in the world. I could not ask for a better mother. She just started to get sick, and a lot of challenges throughout my life. Like I've been grown since then, for now. I've been basically on my own a lot since then. I had my stepdad and my dad, but they passed away at 17 and 19. So I was out here in these streets having to raise myself. Um, the thing I'm blessed about though, for now, is that my stepdad, my father, my mom, they was great parents. They instilled a lot in me. They actually cared for a dude. So I'm blessed in that way because some people don't get no love. They don't get told they handsome and get Christmases and all that stuff. Like so, it's just God. That's why I be telling people to be thankful for now because I was somebody who was very blessed early in my life, and then things took a drastic turn, and then I started getting to the streets, and then and then I felt as though these dudes that be in the streets for now, I had to be in the streets for now to eat. I was sleeping in shelters and things like that for now. You feel what I'm saying? At a young age. So it's a little different for me. These young dudes out here that still got their mom, and you at your mom crib, and I be trying to tell them, man, like, yo, you just don't value life, bro. You do not know how bad this shit can be. My little homegirl, Fanon, she only 20 years old, Fanon. And I had to call her and tell her that her mom passed away because her mom didn't come home for 2 days. And now she got to raise her sister. Y'all be thankful for what you have, what you've gotten, because there's always somebody else that got a worse situation, man. And that's
True
really
that.
true, man. So I'm still dealing with it for now. I'm taking care of my daughters. I take care of my mother. That's why I don't be having a lot of nonsense to be going back and forth with a lot of these dudes who mental capacity they not even there enough. You ain't been through enough. You ain't experienced enough to have certain conversations. So for now, just want to say, man, I'm gonna pray for your pops. You know what I'm saying? You and your family. I know it's hard on your mother. I know it's hard on everybody that's
Yeah, man,
involved.
you kind of taking me through it. So let's keep moving.
No, okay, I got
Nigga,
you.
like,
I got
nigga, you trying to depress me? I'm trying to get better, nigga. No, I'm just kidding.
you.
Like, let's lift this conversation a little bit, man. This conversation keeps me
Oh
happy.
man.
Like,
But
no,
nah,
seriously, like
but
it's in the throes of it right now. So let me push forward, bro. I don't wanna reflect too much, man. This like literally we going through it. So yeah,
but let me say this for
it's
now.
just not a time for
I
me to
gotta
really
give
be rapping much about that.
I gotta eat crow. Because my man Joseph Parker got his ass whooped, and I was on Greg channel talking crazy, saying Fabio gonna get a boxing lesson, and Fabio went in there and whooped my guy ass. So I was wrong again. I was wrong again. Okay, he got his ass whipped, and I feel bad. Now, should they have stopped it? That's who cares? Because Parker ain't throw no damn punches back for 30 seconds. I counted. So it is what it is. Damn, congratulations, Fabio, and the UK motherfuckers. My guy Tim Boski was gonna be. I'm hiding from him right now for now because he gonna be talking. He one of them UK guys like Joe A. He one of them. Okay, so God damn, Joseph Parker got his ass. But shout out to Fabio. I hope we see him and Moses next, or one of them against Usyk, because they just fucked up the Usyk and Parker fight for 9. So it is what it is now.
Yes, sir.
Every
All
time they
right,
try
y'all.
to
Well, look,
set
man,
up.
let's roll. I'm about to roll on, kick a couple more of these little questions, man. Thanks, Dean. Appreciate you,
All right, but
Dave.
now I'll let you, my guy.
All right, brothers.
All right, Dean, take it easy. Every time they try to set up one of those fights ahead of time, what happened? They get a spoiler. You know what I mean? Or they decide they want to pivot and go in the other direction, and then you have a quick stoppage. That's that's the turkey. Hey, that's that Riyadh season playbook. You know what I mean? That's that Riyadh season playbook. And people look at it and try to act like they're not seeing what they're seeing. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, man. Come on. They just didn't want Parker really to have that shot at Usyk. At Usyk. That's what I believe, you know? But hey, win some, you lose some, But you live to fight another day. Put them up. I was gonna go into what was going on with Shakur over there, smiling and cheesing and throwing jabs with a cracked up hand. You know what I mean? But it's not even worth it because Shakur already showed he's not a person of integrity. No matter how much you want to claim it, you got to exhibit it. You got to live it. And when you go around and you constantly clout chase, you know what I mean? Clout chase somebody. You can't clout chase and shame somebody into doing something that you want them to do. That never works. Well, it only worked one time, you know what I mean? With Earl Spence and Bud. But other than that, it doesn't work. We can see the playbook a mile away. You know what I mean? Trying to get under that man's skin, trying to troll Tank by sparring with Jay Paul. You know what I mean? Just to get in his head and he won't be ready for the fight. No, man, come on. You know what I mean? You're doing too much. And all you're doing is making yourself look even more foolish than you already is. You know? You need to just go ahead and cut it out. You say you want to keep Tank name out your mouth, then stop being involved in anything that man is involved in. Go ahead and be a man. Get it out the mud. Go ahead, man. Tell the people that's controlling your career, basically, that you want a real fight, that you got faith in yourself, that you could take on these tough fights. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Hey, I
But
got somebody right behind you, bro. And then I got to
all
advance
right,
this.
man.
Man.
Peace and blessings.
All right, brother. Get back, man. Yes,
All
sir.
right,
Thank
one.
you. One. Yoga, how can I help you?
All right. We got people inside that's really inside these locker rooms that have said this. Blue Blood Sports has said this. Being in these
Brother, if you got something to say to me, say it to me. I get to the point, please. Get to the point, bro. Okay, no commercials, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, niggas, I know a commercial when I hear a commercial, bro. Chill with the fucking commercials, bro. Like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. If you got something to say to me, just tell me what you want to say to me, man. You know what I mean? Just tell me what you want to say to me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, no commercials, bro. Come on, man. Like, seriously, bro. I don't like when people try to do commercials and shit. I don't ever fucking go to you niggas' channels. I never go to your channels and jump on your channels, bro. Ever. Never, bro. Never. Like, never. Not on nobody's. But y'all just act like shit. Like, my shit just got a doormat on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Just come on here and spread whatever shit. for my own personal benefit, bro. Put it in the super chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, God dog, man, no fucking commercials, man. I don't go to your shit and do commercials, man. I know your numbers ain't real. And I know my numbers are real and your shit ain't real. So you got to actually deal with reality. You fake ass, y'all, you fucking frauds. But that don't mean you got to keep coming around me, man. I don't go around y'all, man. Do you ever see me go around y'all? No. A hater don't even know how to hate is classic. Good-ish, Cardenas. Like, hey, Deborah Booker, thank you. Deborah Booker with the $5 holler. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do shit like that, put it in the super chat, bro. For real. But we got ads on the channel, so thank you. That's why I'm not throwing people out. Because we got ads. This live stream is making money because there's ads on the channel. And I appreciate y'all because that's what drives the numbers down a little bit. Because the people that are watching are actually getting ads shown to them. So it makes the numbers a little bit lower. And it's okay with me. Because that way we got exactly. We got ads for that. You know what I mean? Exactly. I appreciate you get ads. And it does make a difference. It ain't as good as no super chats, believe it. However, it is not. It is. These dudes can't get me demonetized every 5 seconds either. Shout out to the commercial. What up, Cam J? Like, man, come on, bro. Like, Cam J, I was listening to your channel yesterday, enjoying the live stream. Bro, I don't hop on. I might say, what's up, walk out. Like, come on, man. Shit. I want to put the link in the chat, but shit. Niggas don't think I see. I see what you're doing. Anyway, back on to Devin Haney. Click the link real quick, Cam J. Yeah, here's a link. Kimmy Sue with the $10 with the $5 holler. Thank you, Kimmy Sue. Appreciate you so much. And you got to get a membership, Kimmy Sue. I was going to get you one anyway. So don't think this is for the super chat. I want you to come back, Kimmy Sue, because you were a really good conversation, Kimmy Sue. So I got you as a moderator, Kimmy Sue. Thank you. You know what I mean? Thomas still said, shout out to the commercials. Cats be trying to pull one-ups on me, bro. Come on, man. I'm trying to have good conversations, bro. I ain't trying to. He be in these gyms. He be in these locker rooms. What, nigga? Why do I need to go to a locker room, bro? Fuck do I look like in this nigga life? I've been to locker room twos, bro. Okay? I was in Oshaki Foster's locker room. Okay? I was in Oshaki. I've been in locker rooms too, bro. Just so I can answer that dumb shit. Bro, I've been in locker rooms too. What you talking about? He be in a locker room. I be in locker rooms too. Whenever I go and somebody asks me to go to their locker room, I'll go to their locker room. I'm not sticking my camera in your face. I don't give enough about what you think. He said, I pay YouTube Premium to avoid commercials. Hey, man, it is what it is, bro. I may take the commercials off one day, but I don't think so. On the real, because it dissuades people that are not being honest from talking to me, bro. You know what I mean? I pay for YouTube. Actually, that's what I need to do. I need to get my premium back on. Anyway, so let's get back to this, man. Who do y'all got, Brian? I need to take a poll. Who do you have, Brian Norman Jr. or Devin Haney in this fight? Because that's the next real fight coming up, is Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. Try clout stuff off your buzz and shine, Martin. I've seen it. Bro, shit is fucking obnoxious as fuck, Thomas. You know what I mean? It's obnoxious as fuck. It's like people always want to piggyback on me. And then 5 fucking minutes later, you're going to have a problem with me. You know what I mean? 5 seconds from now, you're going to have some big problem with me. Brian Norman is so who y'all got though? If you're in the chat, we got 215 people, man. That means we should have 215 answers. Please let me know. I got Baby Bill. All right, so we got 1. Nuke the Dude got Baby Bill. Deborah Booker got Brian Norman. All right, so let me see. I want to know where you guys are. Not hating, just who do you really have? Two-one Norman. I'm with you for 9. These YouTube channels, gangbangers are corny, man. It's just ridiculous, bro. We got 3-1 Brian Norman, 4-1 Norman, 5-1 Norman, 6-1 Norman, 7-1 Norman. 8-1 Norman, 9-1 Norman, 10-1 Norman by way of hate. Damn. 11-1 Norman. 12-1 Norman. So deep got Norman. 12-1 Norman. Wow. Y'all gonna get hate, dog. This shit is a lopsided asshole. I don't think he's gonna make it up. Yeah. Yeah, man. Deborah Barber, I already counted Deborah Booker once. They say what did Deborah say? Let me read Deborah. Oh, Cam say, I'm at work, Fanon. It's all love. Fanon, supported you for over 10 years. No mean at all to interrupt your chat. Great show. Keep cooking. Thank you, Cam J, man. Make sure y'all go support Cam J, man. What up, man? Greg Hackett in the building, bro. Greg Hackett, I know who Greg Hackett got. Greg Hackett got Devin. Devin got Brian Norman got Devin. I don't know if Greg means it or not, but Greg got him. What up, Greg? Always good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. You know, Tank beating up Jake in the exhibition and Brian Norman beating up Devin will be the catalyst that set boxing back on the right track. Dog, seriously, we need something, man. I just need two things to take place. Please allow me to have fun watching Gervonta Davis in the PBC fight. And please stop hating on Jaron Ennis. I'll take everything else normal as it goes. You know what I mean? Tank beating up Jake in an exhibition and Brian Norman Jr. beating up Devin will be catalyst. Okay, I got you. I think, here's the link. Say, click the link. Here's the link if Greg want to chop on. If you guys got something to say. If you don't, it's okay, Greg. I don't want to put you on the spot just for shits and giggles. Escobar said, I think Devin might pull it off. I hate to say it. All right, so that's like 13-2, if I got it right. That's enough. That's enough of a sample. You guys are biased. Too sharp, too fast, too experienced. Yep, we knew who Greg got. Oh, man, we got a cash app, man. Thank you, bro. Thomas Hill said, for the commercial. Much love with the $5 holler, brother. Thank you, man. Greatly appreciate that one, bro. Zulu Line said, I'm picking Devin. All right, that's like 15-2, 15-3. Sorry. Yeah, that's statistically, I get it enough. Y'all are some haters. Y'all out here hating on Dev. Look, bro, I get it, dog. I ain't a big fan of these dudes, man. I'm not a big fan, bro. I'm not a big fan, dog. Not a big fan. I got Norman Jr. outbound. Haney, I believe it or not, outboxing. You have Brian Norman Jr. outboxing them. Blue box combox, man. Come on, man. Yes, how can I help you? How can I help you? After Ryan and after Ramirez, it's difficult for me to see Devin win. He looks spooked in his last outing. Brian Jr. is ascending. I think that's about right, bro. This is a big statement from Rick Timms. I think that is golden. I think that shit is golden, bro. Great, 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 great statement. If Devin does win, though, that's a huge win for him. It is. Mr. Mileage with the $5 holler, brother. Thank you for your herbal therapy, bro. Self-care is important. Thank you, Mr. Mileage. Yeah, I've been doing better on my self-care. I've been losing weight. Honestly, man, I'm also got to cut a lot of dumb shit out. Like, man, I didn't mean to be rude about my father's stuff, though, bro. But it's like, seriously, he's like really going through it, bro. Like, I'm not trying to keep that in my mind. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to keep positivity in my mind. That's what I need to be on, bro. Life, you know what I mean? Shit, I can't talk about every miserable shit that I got to keep it positive, bro. I got to keep it positive for a minute. You know what I mean? Without the real ones, boxing would be trash. Definitely that. Boxing is actually dope, man, because I really did. What up, 2 Cent? I really did enjoy that conversation that took place. Bill Haney too quiet for them to lose. I'm just trying to say I think Devin's got a lot of experience, bro. Needs some sneaky niggas. Combination of sneaky. There's a sneaky Negro-ness to this for sure. There's a sneaky Negro to this for sure. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. That's a sneaky camp. We don't know what type of nonsense they're going to pull out they draws. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust them. Do backwards, be my therapy. I know I need to quit the OG. Hey, man, all I would say is, Troy Hutz, just get rid of the backwoods. That's one thing I will say. Get rid of the backwoods, man. Go to a, you know what I mean? Anything, go to a vape. I don't know where you are. If you can, go to a vape, go back to paper. You know what I mean? Because that way you can get the backwoods out of your lungs. You know what I mean? If you're gonna smoke it. I haven't had to smoke it in a while because I got little teeny weeny, little jumps like this at. And they work, man. But say I know. Love them blunts. Yeah, I know. Blunts is like a whole therapeutic experience, bro. You know what I mean? There it is. It's like a therapeutic. Vape is worse. Hey, man, it's going to be the worst. I don't know if it's worse than chimneying, dog. I don't know. Said I will never get on my backwoods. I don't know. They say that, and I know that there's things in them, but I don't know if that's going to be worse than that, man. He said, health is wealth. Us over 50 are now in the third quarter, and there's only 4 quarters. Aging gracefully is a blessing. Yep. Hemp paper, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. Oh, and funnel? Yeah. Let me get off that topic, though. Let me get off that topic, man. Yeah, health is wealth, man. That's why when I get off this show and all that, I'm going to get to walking. You know what I mean? Definitely going to get to walking. PA Golden Glove champ said, hey, that's why I'm hesitate to pick Norman, because I don't think the Haneys would have picked him to fight unless they know they can win. I mean, well, on the other side of that, to be a contrarian, T-Bone Cal cut in the cash app. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. My regular supporters, bro. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you much. T-Bone Cal cut says salute. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Thomas Hill in the building. What up, Thomas?
Yeah, man. I decided to come up here and say a little something. I agree with what Rick just said. Well, the health is wealth too, but the thing about concerning Devin and Norman, I do see Norman like getting better fight by fight, adding to his repertoire in the ring that he's able to use. And on top of that, some of the narratives about him and him not being able to move around the ring, having bad feet, is misguided, misplaced. I think he's tremendous with his footwork. I think that it is functional more so than it is like appealing. It's not very fluid looking, but it's with intent and with purpose, and it's used to do everything necessary in the ring. I mean, he sets his feet to move his opponents to where he needs them to be, to throw his punches the way he needs to throw them, to evade anything that's coming out, to slide off to the side. So like Devin really has to be on his A game. He cannot be like he was in the last 2 fights. And I think that if he is still battling that PTRD, then it's not going to be a good outing for him in that ring. He has to be confident totally in his abilities and his ring IQ. He has to also work off of that jab. He can't just probe with it. He has to work off of it, and he has to stick and move. Like, he can't just do what he did in that Ramirez fight. It was moments where he just wasn't throwing punches, and contrarily, Ramirez didn't throw punches. Brian Norman's not going to go in there and do that. So I'm hoping that, he is right in his mind, because if he's right in his mind, this is going to be a tremendous fight. But if not, yeah, it can get dark real quick for him.
Who, for Haney?
Yeah, for Haney, because if he's not right, and he thinks that this young buck can't cut the ring, he can't navigate someone who's moving a lot or who's not doing any work to keep him off of him, he's gonna be sadly mistaken. This kid is solid, and I don't know who he's been sparring, but he's been getting some quality sparring up in there because this dude does a lot of savvy things in the ring that he doesn't get credited for. Now, like I said, he has struggled against boxers in the past, but he has been getting better fight by fight. And I mean, it's leaps and bounds the way he is able to develop and progress. So yeah, I'm hoping that they're quiet because they understand what's going on. And like many people say, Devin is used to doing certain things against certain fighters. Well, certain fighters. This is a different type of fighter that he's not used to fighting against. So yeah, I hope Devin is together. I hope that their quietness means that they understand this moment, they understand the gravity of it, and that they're gonna have to prepare for it like they've never prepared, because he's gonna be in there with somebody he's like never been in the ring with, and with intentions on doing damage. Like this young buck coming in there to do damage. So Dev got to be ready. You got to have damage control on what you call that, read dial, speed dial. You better have that on speed dial, because if you don't have it, it could get ugly real quick. But now, like I say, if he's together, mind, body, soul, he ain't worried about the future. I mean, the prior looks in the ring, and he feels like he's back to his self. It could be a hell of a fight. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Jinx, unjinx. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, bro, for sure.
But the thing that you were talking about, with regards to the question you asked about condemning or putting down certain fights and then being a part of it, that is an excellent question. Like how could you say you're done with something and you don't want to be a part of it, and then you go align yourself to be a part of it? It does come across as if you're being somewhat of a hypocrite.
It's a massive hypocrite, because it was not, dude, he said he wasn't going to do it. He said he would not. His integrity is different. So what's the difference between fighting a guy and being a sparring partner for a guy? You're being a sparring partner. You are, dog, you're a world champion that is willing to be a sparring partner for the guy. That's a step beyond. Just saying I'm going to take financial ability for it. You're going in there to like help the man prepare for it after you say that you wouldn't participate in it.
Well, he did brace it by saying that he was trying to he's trying to get in there with a brilliant business mind and get some game off of him and pick his brain. So
in exchange for his fighting him, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is part of it.
But it's the same thing, because it's even, when you put it that way, it's even more so the same thing, because you're saying that he's agreeing to fight the man because of his business acumen. Yeah. In order to spar him, because he's going to spar him, they're going to fight, punch each other, that he's going to give him knowledge, boxing knowledge, in exchange for him giving him business knowledge. That's a business arrangement. That fight is a business arrangement. So he's saying it's okay for him to enter into a business arrangement where he's gonna be a sparring partner for a fight in exchange for business information, and Gervonta is going to be in the exact same match in exchange for money, which is a business arrangement. So he's fighting in a business arrangement. He's sparring in a business arrangement. But it's okay for Shakur, and it's not okay for it was not okay for Tank because it was Tank. And now it's okay for Shakur because it is Shakur. That just shows you that he's looking out for what's in his best interest. And when asked a question about Gervonta, he wasn't able to look at what was in Gervonta's best interest. He was just like, no, it's in my best interest to say I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So it it just makes Shakur Stevenson look very selfish to me. And hypocrite.
Well, does give off that look. I'm saying, I mean, especially after your last interview, you said that you're not really even trying to do anything that mentions or brings light to his name. You're not even trying to. You think he's not even in the game right now. So it does come across as what you just said. I mean, unfortunately, it also looks like you can't stop attaching yourself or your name or anything around you to Tank. And that's the one problem that some people will highlight more so than others, because you're saying you're done with him. But yet and still, you find a way to immerse yourself in something that's going on with him now. If it is to do what he said he did, then more power to him. But don't condemn Tank for what he's doing as well too. And for those people out there that was talking about he ain't getting the money, if he happens to get the money, do that now change the way you view his move? Because you guys probably would not turn that money. No, you guys would not turn that money down if he gets as much money as he was reported to be able to receive. And also, the last thing I wanted to say too, that Benny Brooker, my name is at Thomas Hill with some numbers out there, and it's all lowercase. That's his at name. That is the Cardenas, though. That is the Cardenas.
Cool.
But yeah. All right then, Martin, man. Have a good one. I know you said about
Appreciate you so much, Thomas. Thank you,
for
sir.
sure. For sure.
All right, you have a wonderful day. Yeah, man. Look, I'm looking forward to the fight, man. I think the fight should be a good fight. I don't know who's going to win. I'm going to probably vacillate, go back and forth between the two, because honestly, man, I'm just glad that the fight is taking place. One thing I will say about Devin, I don't believe those guys wanted that fight. I don't believe they wanted the fight, and I think it was a bad sign. I think it's a bad sign that they are looking and talking about Brian Norman Jr. and took Brian Norman through that steroid stuff. Honestly, man, if I'm looking at the demeanor of the two of them, Devin could get his ass whooped by Brian Norman Jr. I'm just saying, if I'm looking at the demeanor of Brian Norman Jr., look, the way he behaves, the way he looks, yeah, man, that could be a very, very difficult fight, especially since Devin Haney's not the biggest puncher in the world, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, you know what it is, man. I do want to thank everybody for coming up today. Thank you to Dean. Appreciate Dean. Appreciate my guy. What do you change your name to, bro? Be More Bully, man. Be More Bully. Appreciate you coming up today. All as always. Brian Norman Jr. does push-ups with one arm. Devin can probably do one-arm push-ups too. I wouldn't doubt that Devin couldn't do one-arm push-ups. He just looked like he got that country boy strength. You know what I mean? He looked like he has some very, very, it's like his daddy been making him do push-ups from the crib. Something that, man, I think, hey, man, if I'm lucky enough to have a grandson that's around me, I'm going to have that little Negro with me doing push-ups from the crib. Hit them push-ups, man. Hit them squats. That little man going to be running hills all kind just for fun, man. Soccer, all kind of fun. Bill got caught in a lie on another platform and was forced to take this fight. I mean, yeah, man, he definitely looks like the situation where he was forced to take the fight. It does. It definitely looks like a situation like that. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Deborah Booker, thank you so much, Deborah. He said, just because you're my favorite boxing content creator, salute to you. My boy Fanaz, salute to you. Thank you. Nah, for real, I appreciate you guys' support, man. You guys support all the time, man. And there ain't really shit going on. I feel blessed that I can have a couple hundred people talk to me every morning. I would love to talk about anything other than boxing, and I'll sit here and chill for a little while because I'm having a fun today. I really am. Thomas Hill was I think Thomas Hill was trying to give me a break. I don't mind talking, man. Only thing I like, man, is I just don't make sometimes, bro. Let me see. Like the little kid that was a martial artist in the 90s. Hell no, not like that. That dude was crazy. They stuck that little kid. You talking about that little dude that looked like the Hulk? Yeah, my David Lynch, man. Shout out to David. Shout out to Dean. I do appreciate y'all coming up here and rapping with me, bro. Dean was about to send me into depression, though. I'm sorry about that, Dean. Because, bro, seriously, man, like I'm going through it. And like my relief from dealing that is that it's something you really can't think about. At this stage, I can't think about it. It's not the time for me to be reflecting. You know what I mean? It's time. I'm in the midst of it, bro. Brian Sr. said Devin got 36 mil deal for 3 fights. He was supposed to fight Ryan twice. He had a 3 million, so 12, 12, 12. That's what he said. That's how much money they were paying him. Okay. I don't believe that shit, but okay. I know he was supposed to fight Ryan twice. Oh, he had a $36 million deal for 3 fights, but he never got to the second and the third fight. Man, that's crazy. Well, good for them, man. I don't believe them deals, bro. I'm always suspect. I'm suspect on the money these dudes saying that they got, man. But it is what it is, you know? Yeah, hell no. I'm just saying, nah, for like any sport, man. Any sport. Like basketball players, you need a good your back and all of that. Hey, what up, man? Oh, hey, Curly J said, "Oh, gee, we always here." Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's important. It's needed. I want to do a 3-hour live stream today, but unfortunately, it's just not a lot of hot topics, man. You know? The DC Marvel. What is this? The DC Marvel. Who's the DC Marvel? 36 million deal for 3 fights. He was supposed to fight Ryan twice. That shit went pop goes the weasel. Crazy. I'm guessing that's why what is this? Oh, he's taking the fight? Oh. If he's owed that much money, he's going to lose. All right, hold on. Oh, then he's going to lose. LeBron needs to talk with the FBI. Oh, Lord. He need to be, hey, look, man. Let's talk about this gambling, bro. I don't want to talk about it too much, but let's talk about the LeBron. You know LeBron James need to be talked about for that juice. LeBron James, they need to talk LeBron James over that juicing. They need to talk to him over those poker games at his house with Damon. Hey, dog, do you have anything to do with getting these celebrities to participate in these matches? LeBron? Did LeBron stop by and play in any of these high-stake poker games, dog? Yeah, dog. I'm trying to tell you. Juice box, they got that man out there with the juice box. Chauncey is a Detroit legend. He is a Detroit cheater. They probably was cheating when they beat the Lakers. Now I think that Detroit was cheating when they beat the Lakers. K-Dot on a mission. What is K-Dot? What's K-Dot? That's Kansas Department of Transportation. I don't know what K-Dot is. What's K-Dot? Only K-Dot I know is Kansas Department of Transportation. Hey, I don't know about LeBron, but I know Pierce and KG. Hey, man, leave KG alone, bro. Leave Kevin Garnett alone, bro. Hey, say him, yeah, you know what I mean? Leave him alone, bro. Hey, I am saying that. Leave KG alone. Hey, man, don't go look at KG. Dog, KG's one of my favorite people, one of my favorite basketball players, man, Kevin Garnett. But you know these dudes out here bored with that money. He said, now you on to something. They even set up Kobe and KO. I'm telling you, man, they set up Kobe, bro. They cheated Kobe, bro. They didn't want Kobe to pass Mike. They didn't want Kobe to pass Mike, bro. That's what that is. I know that's what that is. Because I know Mike was protected, dog. I hated it, but I had to ride with it. I hated it, but I had to ride with it, man. When they made that star out of Michael Jordan, they got a real win, and they said, hey, man, we're going to make a star out of him. They made a star out of Mike, and everything else be damned. And, hey, man, I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay with it, bro. He was in the right place at the right time. He said, I know Pierce guilty. He got fired from ESPN for going live while playing poker, smoking weed, and having strippers in the background. Look, that makes me think, you know what that is? That makes me wonder why he was so willing to do that. Making all that extra money, huh? He out there making all that extra money, huh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they stopped letting us hit Mike. Hell yeah. Curly said, Cash Patel. Shout out, Cash. I fucks with Cash. Cash Money. Cash Money. I fucks with Cash Patel. What up, Cash? Listening to everything. Cash Patel listening to everything. Put him in jail, Cash. Put him in jail, Cash. Put him in jail, Cash. Come to boxing, Cash. Come to box. I need more directness. I need more direct implications from boxing, dog. But we already got one. That's K-Dot? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. As the Kansas Department of Transportation. Salute to K-Dot. I was into the jurisdiction of K-Dot for years. Born under the jurisdiction of K-Dot, the Kansas Department of Transportation. Shout out. Oh, Cash Patel is who Cora J was referring K-Dot to. Hey, man. Ooh. Shout out to both of them. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Just don't release Epstein, Cash. Whenever I think Cash, I always think of Ash Cash. The social media influencer Ash Cash. That's what I think of every single solitary time I hear the name Cash Patel. I think of Ash Cash. The girl with the green, she got like a green eye and a blue eye, or like a hazel eye and a green eye and freckles. Every time I think of Cash Patel, I think of that. Ash Cash, the battle rapper. Nah. Ash Cash, the woman. The very unique, looking Ash Cash. That's whenever I hear Cash Patel, I think Ash Cash. Every time. I do not, and just so you don't know, I am not a member of her OnlyFans. No. Troy said, I know of who you speak. Hell yeah. Shit, that's a looker right there, dog. You know what I mean? How them boots taste Michael Jordan? Hey, man. Look, Mike got that money, though. Y'all can get mad all y'all want. Mike crossed the finish line on y'all. He did like Denzel. He wasn't trying to do he ain't trying to talk no politics. He ain't trying to do none of that. Let me get that money. Mike, you know Mike be gambling. You know Mike be gambling. But Mike ain't got to cheat. Mike got too much money to be cheating. But if they find out they was cheating, Mike, man, you know, ooh, how much money? Oh, you know who I am if I'm mad. You know who I'm mad? You know I'm mad if I am what's my guy's name? What is the name of the dude from Chicago that was the power forward for the Celtics, used to play with Antoine Walker? Antoine Walker. If I'm Antoine Walker, I am looking for niggas. I'm trying to go get them. Because I bet you these dudes took that money right out of Antoine Walker's pocket, bro. If I'm Antoine Walker, dog, there's going to be some problems. There's going to be some manifestations, some ramifications. If I find out y'all was robbing me out of all my money and I lost all my money with you NBA Negroes, dog, there's going to be a war out there, dog. There got to be a war out there for that. Hey, if they rob hey, dog, somebody need to be going to jail, bro. He lost all his money gambling. He lost all his money gambling is what happened to Antoine Walker. He was gambling with big money with guys like Michael Jordan, gambling in these big celebrity boxing, them big celebrity deals. Meanwhile, these cats out here not gambling at all. Not gambling at all, just out here stealing. You're not gambling when they're fixed and you in the know and nobody else is in the know. You know what I mean? That's not gambling. You're not a gambler when you got fixed tables. That's not gambling. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, none of it in there is gambling. When you rig it, it's not gambling. And we know that about boxing. Yeah, I said, damn, he had a huge NBA contract, went right to the hands of gamblers. Largely in the hands of other NBA players and world-class gamblers. And I wonder if he was one of the suckers and one of the marks that got their money taken. Man, how terrible that would be. What a shame that would be if you guys are really out here running around cheating these guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, yep, that's how Adrian Bronner lost all his money to gambling, acting like a fool. Let me tell you something. Adrian Bronner probably got money buried up underneath his house, bro. Adrian Bronner said he got rich friends. He can always go get money. He got rich friends. Yeah. He got rich friends. You know, I know he does got rich friends. Rich friends that want that man to stay quiet. Sorry for putting you out there, Adrian, but everybody knew it. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing. I ain't doing nothing. It ain't nobody already know. You know what I mean? I ain't. I told y'all them Ricos was coming. Y'all didn't want to believe me that them Ricos was coming. The Ricos is coming. The Ricos were coming because y'all been cheating in boxing and y'all been cheating in basketball. When y'all cheating in basketball, I knew you was cheating in boxing. You cheating in baseball. You cheating in the boxing. You cheating in the NBA. You cheating in. Man, y'all all a bunch of cheaters because you all trying to get over. Y'all always, because the money that y'all say y'all making, y'all Negroes ain't happy with the money you making. You got to get over because they to tell you, be competitive, be competitive, be competitive, compete. And now y'all a bunch of gambling addicts trying to impress each other by cheating. Hit with the Rico, they repo that cheat toe. They said hit with the Rico, they repo that vehicle. Hit with the Rico, they repo that vehicle. Yeah, they do. Did any NFL dudes get caught up? Not till the snitching is done. It really depends, bro. You told us a few months ago. Yep. That Rico, they repo that vehicle. Yep. I want to let you know that Demetrius Andre laughed at me in a DM for saying that. Ha ha, Demetrius Andre. Ha ha. If you watched the game last night, NFL players paying the mob better. What? If you watched the game last night, NFL paying the mob better than the players. Look, bro, look, man, don't get me wrong, bro. I have no problem with the mob. Shout out to the mafia. Shout out to the mob. Shout out to the mafia. All I'm saying is, will you leave me alone? Leave boxing alone. Let me get some PBC fights. Let me let boxing be exciting again for American boxing fans, okay? I am sick to death of you foreigners. No disrespect to you foreigners, but I got to tell you, bro, I'm sick of you foreigners. Sick of it. Sick of it. You guys trying to charge me $50 to some goddamn Fabio Wardley fight, ain't trying to hear it. Every single solitary you fight that. Where is this fight going to be? Is this fight finna be in Saudi? I think this fight is about to be in Saudi. This American fight about to be in Saudi for no good reason. These I ain't feeling you foreigners. All you trying to do is expedite the talent, manipulate the talent, throw the talent away, use it up. Watch Abdullah Mason lose. Hey, I am at 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 55 seconds when I say, man, watch. Hey, Abdullah Mason better not lose, bro. Abdullah Mason bet not lose. Be fair, Fanon. The players weren't the mastermind. They are still some argument on if Chauncey Williams knew what he was going on. Love it or hate it, do you know what the conviction rate is for the feds? Do you know what the conviction rate is for the feds? And how long they set their cases up? Now, not that the feds always get their man, because they did miss on Puffy. Yeah, and they just missed on Puffy. Let me repeat. They just missed on Puffy. So that's your whole goddamn percentage point right there. Right there, bro. Hell no, way higher than 80%. Way higher. It's like 98, some crazy shit. They almost always get their man, pretty much. Because they get to entrap your ass. I think a lot of that shit's entrapment. I can't even lie, bro. I can't even lie. I be thinking that shit's entrapment like a mug, bro. Nah, it's like 90-something% on something this big after they missed on P. Diddy. Take that. After they missed on take that. They not about to miss on this. And these guys are going to be ratting out the whole mafia. Shout out to New Jersey. What up with my New Jersey Mafia, man? How y'all feeling today, man? I want to say what's up to y'all, dog. Let me talk to y'all for a second. I ain't supposed to be talking about no gangster shit because I ain't no gangster. But I want to ask y'all something, man. How do you think the New York Mafia is feeling right now? You think they feeling really good? You think they feeling good? So they don't come for you unless they have you. Look, hey, that's why you better do it once and get out. Because there's a percentage you may not know. There's a chance you could convince them of something the first time through. Second time through, nope, they got a pattern on that ass. You know what I mean? College sports is next. Oh, please. Please get college sports next. Get all of this gambling, bro. Get all of this gambling, bro, because you guys are doing too much. You're fucking up the sport, man. You know what I mean? He said, I saw the feds cut deals with dudes. They had deals to rights all about who. Yeah. I agree with that. Now I agree with that. That's why I already think my man Adrian's already good. That's why I think my man Adrein Broners already good. I think he already got a deal because he had to come up off $1 million that he yapped off somebody. You know what I mean? They said it was all the mafia family. All the mafia families in New York getting that ass whooped. How you think they feeling, 2 Cent? If I was them, I wouldn't be too happy. I wouldn't be too happy at all if I was them. If I would be highly disappointed, man. I would be highly disappointed and not feeling too good about it at all, man. That's what I say. And I'm loving every second of it because that means all their peons can't be happy. And that means that they're definitely going to be watching everything that they do. Maybe that's why that guy got up in there all mad talking about, I'm so mad. I'm so mad at you. Puerto Rico. Yeah. Hey, man, why you so mad and trying to get plugs today, dude? Why you so mad and trying to get plugs today, bro? Why you send that clown over to the channel today, bro? Hey, man. Y'all hurting over there or something? Chuck E. Cheese feeling the sting of the sting. And guess what? We can point that sting wherever we want to point it. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Yeah. They come and ask me about how I knew a guy involved in their investigation in some real estate scheme. They already know how I knew him, but they wanted to see if I would lie. You know what it is. Get your ass out there hanging out there. Yeah. Man, yeah, somebody tried to set me up for some dumb shit too. They missed. You know what it is. They missed. Why? I think we got to. What the fuck? Next thing I knew, this dude is calling my phone, asking me to meet up with him. My phone started making all kind of sounds and weird note. Yeah, man, my shit got so hot, bro. I remember holding my phone. That shit literally got hot to the touch. It was crazy, bro. Yeah, when they watching you, bro, that you can feel it, man. Like you'll feel that shit in the air. But anyway, like I said, I didn't do it. Since I didn't do it, and I definitely wasn't going to try to do it twice. But I didn't do it. And I didn't do it twice. And I didn't even do what I thought could possibly be it twice. Not that I thought could be it the first time. Shout out the notorious rapper Samson. What is that? Who's the rapper Samson? I don't know the rapper Samson. Shout out to the rapper Samson though. Chuck E. Cheese now, that's some good memories playing as a kid. Yeah, it is. Chuck E. Cheese used to be a lot of fun. Chuck E. Cheese, that's when you were a kid. I didn't think I had Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid. Chuck E. Cheese came along like when I was in junior high, something like that. I was like in junior high school when Chuck E. Cheese came out. That's why I know the rest. That's why I know what Charles E. Cheese is. It's like, man, come on, bro. You out here trying to play, put your thumb on the scale. I get you. You're trying to reward certain people for certain things and try to guide the conversation. I got you, brother. You never wanted to guide the conversation with me, though. No, y'all niggas want to start drama with me. You guys want to start all kind of dumb shit with me. Never wanted a partner, bro. Always wanted to compete. And y'all lost. Because you're going to jail. You're going to jail. Yeah, that's more of an 80s, 90s kid type shit. Yeah. It was, I mean, 80s. I was a kid in the 80s. I was like 10 years old in 1980. You know, I was 10, 11 years old in the 80s. So, are they still around? Yeah, I think Chuck E. Cheese is still around. Said facts, spamming is real. Yeah, spamming is real like a mug, bro. You know what I mean? All us older millenniums had birthdays at Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, the older millenniums, not me. I didn't have the shit there. I was too old for that. And plus, my mother never threw me no birthday parties. Never. Would have loved to have some birthday parties. Never got her. Kimmy Sue said, for 9, you and I are the same age. Salute then, Kimmy. Salute, Kimmy. But look, let me get up out of here, man. I hope y'all had a wonderful conversation. I really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. But I'm gonna get up out of here, and y'all have a wonderful day. And I still had one, man. That shit was dope. My kids had birthday parties at Chuck E. Cheese. Much love. So I've been to Chuck E. Cheese a bunch of times because my kids had birthday parties at Chuck E. Cheese, and some younger kids might have had there as well. What game is Kid Austin playing, dropping all these fights? Who knows, man? This time it was caused by chicken pox. It looked like it got caused by some mosquito bites. All right, y'all. Get back so deep. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.